Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It means another live stream here with the Wrestling for Life Network as we get into AEW Dynamite tonight. Lots of things to get into, lots of things to talk about. What's going to happen? Is Moxley ripping off an Australian movie? We're going to talk about it all tonight. There's lots to figure out. What does TK have in store for us? Well, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight. Gonna be a fun one, folks. Like every Wednesday, we start with all the hopium. We start with all the positivity. We're excited to get into this one, and we're excited to talk a little wrestling tonight. Make sure you get in that chat. Click all the buttons. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you had a good day. You put Hump Day in the books. We're going to cap it off with Dynamite tonight. Friday Junior on the horizon, and the weekend is getting closer by the minute. So, like I said, get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Join us for all the fun tonight. We will be here for all the reaction to all the action, and we got lots to talk about. We got lots to unfold. What is Moxley and Marina up to? What's going to happen with Danielson and Perry? What is going to happen with Darby? What is going to happen? What is going to happen? What is going to happen? We got a whole bunch to talk about. But for the next couple hours, you will be doing it with Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place. Happy to be back at it again. Big shout out to Nick and Anthony. Hope they are doing well. I'm sure they'll pop in here at some point. But it's going to be a fun one, folks. I see that chat filling up already. I will get to your chat messages. Don't forget the super chat, super stickers. And I will take a minute to remind everybody that we are back at it tomorrow for the All Out preview. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to get into that. It's actually at 8 o'clock on 7:45. That's hilarious. But Saturday, this is a go-home show as we get into All Out, 6:30 p.m. live. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited about the card. At least on paper, it looks good. A lot of potential as far as really good matches. But speaking of matches for this go-home show, not a lot announced yet tonight, but we do expect Jon Moxley to be on the show. We do expect something from MJF and Garcia. We don't know yet. We are getting a six-man tag. Pac and the Bastard Combat Club will be taking on Ospreay and two members of the Conglomeration. So that should be interesting. Obviously, Pac versus Ospreay at the All Out, so that will be cool. We'll see how this sets up and goes. Last week, Pac looked like a complete badass by drilling Ospreay. I like it, telling Ricochet hold his horses. I'm next up, so not a bad start to this. I'm happy that Pac is getting this moment. It was unfortunate to see Pac bumped out of All In, but we got there and we made sense of it all. So not too shabby, not too shabby. We also got Mariah May taking on Nyla Rose. Interesting matchup. Again, if it's just a throwaway match to get Maria a win, great. If it's really competitive, not so good. I would have liked to see someone else instead of Nyla in this match, but that's just my opinion. I think that Nyla has just kind of been relegated, and she pops up every once in a while, does a job, and leaves again. So, yeah, I don't know. But nonetheless, Mariah May, your champ, will be in action and put her belt on the line. Speaking of belts, we got Okada taking on Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's been on fire lately. Feels like he's starting to cook. If you can just get him away from Don Callis and his screwdriver, things would get a lot better. But this should be an interesting match. I hope it's a good match. I hope Kyle Fletcher can bring some energy out of Okada. I haven't really been a big fan of what we've received since Okada signed with AEW. I don't think it's been the best of deals. Okada hasn't shown a lot. I don't think I recall any barn-burning Okada must-see matches since he's been in AEW. Feels like the man is just collecting a paycheck, and that could be true, but we'll find out tonight how this match works out. And then I will take a second to remind everybody, we are currently, in honor of Big Nick's birthday, technically, we are raising money for the North American World Literacy Foundation. We're going to help people read. And how are we going to do that? We're going to raise money by selling t-shirts. Go get your F. Meltzer t-shirts. More and more people seem to be on the bandwagon by the day. More and more bridges burned by Dave. So support a good cause, plus support the anti-Dave movement, the Not My Observer movement, Not My Uncle Dave movement. Support it all, folks, and we appreciate it. But go to the store now. Every penny of profits, we don't see any of it. It goes directly to the World Literacy Foundation. So that's a bit of the housekeeping. I think what I'll do is, we are about 9 minutes away from the start of the show, is I'm just going to start firing through your comments and your feelings and what you are looking forward to tonight. So make sure you get in there. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy, as I always say. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and that share button's the biggest one. If you can hear my voice, take that link, share it with everybody you know. I want to see triple digits in this chat tonight. Actually, I'd like to see 200. If we can hit 200 tonight, I'm going to be over the moon excited. It's been a good day, and this will make that day even better. So let's see if we can get to 200. At least 150 would be nice. But we will see. We will see. Without further ado, Kudarius, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. First one in the chat tonight. Good to see ya. See Money. I have not watched AEW in months and months. So they are getting a chance to win me back tonight. See Money, it's good to see ya. Hope you are well, sir. And yeah, a lot of people have flown off. I have a brother who's a diehard wrestling fan, diehard AEW fan. Got the merch, and he just gave up on it. He couldn't do it anymore. He quit. He was just like, I can't. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't like it. So that's, you hope you pull those fans back in, but there is a collective of fans out there that did give up on this show. And you can tell by the ticket sales, merch sales, and the ratings, there's got to be a course correct somewhere here. Maybe adding more talent helps, but adding more story, adding a better, more compelling weekly show will definitely go a long way in that regard. So welcome back. I'll put it that way. I hope they have a good show tonight, and I hope it brings you back into the fold. Fletcher is on a losing streak. He deserves a title shot tonight. Makes sense. Oh, yeah. Makes complete sense. Kyle Fletcher has become like the guy that just random matches. Oh, we need Ricochet to have a match. Fletcher. We need Ospreay to have a match. Fletcher. MJF. Fletcher. Fletcher has done well. Fletcher's a good young talent, got a good look, good attitude, great in the ring. His promo skills, his what's the word I'm looking for? His attitude, his whole presentation is starting to come around. I completely blanked on the word I wanted to use, but it will come back to me. It's like a lazy Susan, folks. Vitamins are good. But yeah, the losing streak sucks. I think this is a kid that deserves some wins. I don't understand why this title shot's happening. I don't get, exactly where this is coming from. But again, it's TK booking. The hope is it's a good match. I haven't seen anything from Okada since his return that makes me believe he's going to perform in that ring. That's my issue. That's my concern. That is my worry. Dun, dun, dun. Kevin, good to see you. Our current predictions champion in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, your title is on the line on Saturday, so make sure you're there for that. Make sure everyone's there for that. You get your chance to be on screen until the next title is on the line. Eric, welcome back. Jamie Hayter versus Robin Renegade tonight. Oh, that must have been added late. Won't be surprised if the Outcast jump Jamie post-match, setting up Hayter versus Saraya at All Out. Again, I hope not. I really don't, Eric. To me, this is another example of bad booking. This is another example of favoritism. You look at, you bring back Jamie Hayter, your former women's champion, out over a year, and people are pumped to see her. Is she going to go after Mercedes? Is she going to go after Mariah May? Nope. She's going to fuck around with the Outcast. Why is that happening? Saraya has not moved the needle at all. Her AEW days, again, another person that feels like just collecting a paycheck. So yeah, going up against the Outcast sucks. Yes, Robin Renegade, fine. I'm okay with the match booking. Jamie Hayter getting a good win on TV against nobody. It better not be competitive. But at the end of the day, Jamie Hayter comes back in, and you want her to feel like epic. You want to feel big. And again, this isn't negativity. This is hopefulness. And I don't think they did well. They brought her back on a pre-show, guys. Brought her back on the pre-show. The only thing worse than that was Ricochet debuting and doing nothing. You look at last night, Julia. Julia comes into NXT, looks like a complete badass. Looks like she's ready to take over. She's not middling in the bottom. She's not taking on Light Bright. She's taking on Roxy, your champion. Right? Oh, and charisma was the word I was looking for before. I told you it'd come back around. But yeah, I mean, again, I think there's little mistakes happening here. Jamie Hayter should be booked like a star. Now, if you're putting her in the pre-show, if you're putting her in a different spot in the card because there's issues with Britt Baker or you're trying to protect Mercedes, to me, that's the issue. Jamie Hayter's a better wrestler than Mercedes Moné. Jamie Hayter would give Mariah May a hell of a battle, and that's what we got to be working towards. I find too often TK's booking and TK's decision-making minimizes the stars, not amplifies the stars. And on the contrary, their competition does a better job of taking lesser talent, making them seem bigger, right? There's people in WWE that can't do some of the stuff, but they feel like superstars. They're brought in, they feel big. Look what they did with Jacob Fatu. And I'm not saying they can't, they can. But Jacob Fatu comes in, Tonga comes in, Tonga Loa comes in, and they all feel epic. They all feel big. They didn't join the company and then start, a rivalry with the Brooklyn Brawler. So I want more for Hayter. I'm a big fan of Jamie Hayter. I think she brings a lot to the table, and I just don't like this booking. And if it's leading to Saraya and Jamie Hayter, they're going to have a shit match, which people, both women are going to get painted with the same brush. It's unfortunate. But that's my opinion on that for sure. Damien, welcome back. The leader of the Hopium Tribe, Fletcher Okada. Pray Morin, breaking news. AEW going 3 hours. I highly doubt that. I haven't seen that. And if they do that, that'll be fucking stupid. And it will really upset me. Their 2-hour show's dying. Like, if you start the show with 800,000 viewers and by the end of the show you have just above 6, maybe a third hour. How bad does that rating get if you do a third hour? The Warner Brother Discovery is better off with repeats of Modern Family than going to a third hour. I do not believe that. I like you for trying to pull my leg. But at the end of the day, 3 hours is a terrible idea. Mondays for 3 hours is not great either. So don't do shit that other people have done poorly. You need to be in a sweet spot. No matter how much you love the show, 3 hours is a drag. It is a bit long. So even if you're a diehard AEW fan, 3 hours every Wednesday would not work for me. And I don't imagine they'll expand another hour until that deal is done. There's no way they're going to give them another hour without a signed deal to the rights. Alexis, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Right now, you're only talking Dynamite going 3 hours. There you go. So someone else, maybe you didn't make it up, Primo. As I'm about 2 minutes away from the start of the show, I got Amazing Race Canada on right now. Who's next? Who's next in joining John Moxley's crew? I don't know. This is really cool, and I like it. I critiqued a little bit of how the presentation, but overall, it's something to talk about. They've actually got me interested in John Moxley and what's happening here. Who could join it? He wants to seek out Darby. Is it because he wants to fight Darby, or does he want to recruit Darby? But a lot of funny talk. I didn't even know this until today, but the talk going around the internet of John Moxley replicating a Russell Crowe movie. Who knew? A 1992 movie. I had no idea, but hey, we got to get your ideas from somewhere, I suppose. Eric Tate, good Wednesday. How you doing? Now I'm going to rapid fire through some of these folks, and then I'll circle back around. Kadarius Nyla better win. She's not going to, sir. Sorry about that. Eric Tate praying for Georgia High School. T's and P's, not sure what's up. TJ, how you doing? Oscar, how you doing? AML 1977. It's popping off like Jimmy Walker Dynamite. Let's go. Let's go. Looking forward to it. Denisha, always a pleasure. Robert, welcome, welcome, welcome. Robert saying 3 hours. Is this really a fucking thing? Like, do I got to look this up while I'm live? That is insane. Kira, welcome back. Our little supporter. Emo's here as I'm getting the warning for the show starting. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Dale, the OG? I see you in this chat. How you doing? Safit's back. And like I said, I will get back to some of these. Philip, good to see you. Richard, good to see you. MDB, 69 likes already. But we're kicking off the show with Danny Garcia. The ratings draw, that is Danny. And we got some, listen, we'll talk about the booking. But as a fan of this show, And what you've been presenting to me for 5 years, Danny Garcia and Jack Perry are in the wrong place. What is happening? How am I supposed to be excited about Danny taking on MJF? It's not even the same. Be like Javon Evans taking on Roman Reigns. Why? Why would you do that? Evening, Michael. MDB, Brooklyn Brawler was ahead of his time. He was the Yeezy collection before Yeezy. I love that. I love that. Danny Garcia's fired up, calling out MJF. Oh, Danny boy, we got some singing. Was that the commentator singing? I thought it was MJF. Soraya versus Jamie Hayter gets put on the pre-show. It's shit. It shouldn't be on the show. We're here, and they were having issues with the microphone, apparently. MJF is in the crowd, but there we go. There we go. MJF in his orange ears. Okay. So I got that one. Kevin, good to see you again. Emo, welcome. What's up? Paint the canvas in your blood and break your pencil neck. That's not very nice. All elite welfare. Kind of, right? Tony helps more people than social support. It's fucking crazy. Apparently, Swerve and Hangman have a contract signing tonight, but they're not fighting for a belt. You can have a contract signing without a title shot. That's fair. I don't love contract signings. I feel like they've overdone them in wrestling, but it's a reason to get them in the same ring at the same time. There's also a rumor that that's going to be the main event of the show, which makes sense. Brian versus Perry should be a slam dunk. MJF versus Garcia should be a slam dunk. So, yeah, would you make Page and Swerve the main event? Ironically, you put him in the main event, the pay-per-view, after 2 weeks after taking his title off him, you put him in the main event in a cage match. Doesn't make sense. Ooh, he's making fun of his acne. He went to Turkey to get a hair transplant that didn't even work. Is that true? There you go. Mr. Golfer, always good to see you. I heard that Punk and Drew are going to have a Larry tied to a pole match. I'm in. Let's go. I just want to see Drew McIntyre punt Larry into the... Never mind, that's not nice. Tony Khan put his foot in his mouth with that comment. He walks back a lot of statements because he's not professional. He's a kid. So he just says what he thinks, right? Like, you ever hang around with a kid, they just yell out random shit, whatever they're thinking. I gotta pee. And you're like, okay. So that's kind of what Tony Khan does. He just says it. So it's true that they are putting Ricochet in a program with the learning tree. Hold that thought. I saw this today. Hold that thought. You might watch me fucking melt, legitimately just fucking melt out of my, just sitting here as a skeleton by the end of that one. Danny is lighting up MJF. I like Danny Garcia. If this was for the TNT title against somebody, I'd be like, okay, him. I just feel like he's flying too close to the sun going after MJF. Like, this is never going to make more people tune in. Happy Dynamite Day, Scott. How are you doing? What's up, 316? Hey, guys, get your knee pads. And put your keys in the fishbowl. No, I'm just kidding. Robert, welcome back. My B-Day's on the 13th. Happy early birthday. I'm going to make you tingle from your neck all the way down to your toes. Shit, my girl says that kind of shit to me. I make you tingle all over. Hey, yo, what's up, Vance? How you doing? I'm surprised Claudio didn't get a rematch or fighting for one. Feels like they just moved on. Absolutely. And that's one of the dilemmas we run into with the booking is some things just go away, right? Like the same thing. Like, even Pac, like, kind of just got bumped from All Out or All In. Like, it's kind of these weird little details that we miss. The main event for All Out will be Yas. So I touched on that. As MJF giving Danny an ovation. As, by the way, Danny learned how to speak. I kind of like Daniel Garcia. I don't want to badmouth him. I like the guy. Crazy that AEW is still doing 2-week build from All Out to All In. Yeah, I'm kind of hopeful that next year with some of the book like timing, it will actually separate it. 2 weeks is not good. 2 weeks, and then you're going into Grand Slam. Then you're going into what's after Grand Slam? Wrestle Dream. There's a lot, and again, it doesn't let anything marinate. It's just matches. That, like, again, if you're hinging everything on whether or not the two guys can get in there and perform, or girls. Dynamite better not go 3. If Dynamite goes 3 hours, I'm going to be pissed. You guys think I'm grumpy every Wednesday. Wait for a 3-hour Dynamite. Too little, too late. Didn't Tony Khan complain about Jinder Mahal getting a random? Yeah, again, they talk out of both sides of his mouth. The hypocrisy kills me. Tony, Uncle Dave, Jericho, a lot of the people that, like the hardcore tribalists, they can't help themselves. And again, they'll criticize something and completely overlook what they're doing. And it blows my mind. I get mad at the AEW biased content creators. We talk about JD from New York all the time of just like, wait, you're criticizing WWE for fucking sucking, but you're praising this company for completely glazing over shit. You heard me. AEW has 28 championships. Is that fucking the accurate number? That is insane. Daniel Garcia is skinny. Yeah, okay. No dance. The dance has to go away. If he's going to move up the depth chart in your company, he's got to be not dancing. You can't just be the dance. And the only reason why he's getting a push is he let Tony do the dance. And that's it. Tony falls in love with certain people. He told everybody months ago, you're going to see a lot of Daniel Garcia. And now he's making good on his promise, for better or for worse. We're getting shut the F up chance. Yeah, man. It's showtime. What are your thoughts on Giselle Shaw asking for a release from TNA? Kind of foregone conclusion. I know the relationship she has with Scott D'Amore. I mean, she's done well in TNA. She was respectful. She thanked TNA for her time. She has a right. I mean, if anyone else, again, anybody's been in a job that they're not comfortable with, or the situation, or there's another opportunity for you, there's nothing wrong with that. And they granted her a release. She did it proper. It's not like she just stopped showing up to work. So, I mean, again, I think we're going to see her a lot. This Maple Leaf Pro with Scott D'Amore is getting very interesting. Don Callis just got announced for the commentary team. They're going big, and it might not take them much to challenge like a TNA and AEW if they do their shit proper. As Danny running up, oh, wait a minute, beating up security again. Again, I just don't believe it. As security mauling them. Lower mid Carter versus Star. Why? I don't know, but you're not doing anything good for MJF. Here you have this guy making millions and millions of dollars. He's technically the face of this company, or he should be. And he's just not like, all right, this little 140-pound guy beating up everybody. Doesn't work for me, brother. Here comes Garcia. Though I did like his promo. Oh, knocked out another security guard. Fucking another security guard. Oh, and MJF says, thank you for coming. Shattering a bottle on his head. Was it real glass? Cry me a river. So I got 120 with me now. 120. Let's go. 120 in the chat. We appreciate it. Let's get 125. Let's get to 150. You can hear my voice. Get as many people in here as possible. Like I said, if we get to 150, push it to 200. Be greedy. I'd be very happy. MJF takes a sip. Garcia's got blood. Not bad. What up? Apparently, Swerve and Hangman have got that one. Congratulations to Killer Kelly, and Myron Reed. Yeah, absolutely. Good on them. That's excellent. I'm glad they're happy. Lisa Smith, KJ needs to book AEW. I do it for free for a month. And if I fuck it up, it couldn't be any worse, could it? Could it be any worse? I don't know, Lisa. But that's my take on it. If like I do it for free for like 6 months. The problem with AEW, kind of like WCW back in the day, is too many people have a say. So if you go to somebody like Jericho or the Bucks and say, this is what we're going to do, they're going to fight it. And you might not get to do what you want. But I feel like if anyone but Tony Khan just did it for 2 months, Bully Ray offered to do it for free. Bully Ray knows way more about wrestling than I do. But it's just sensible booking. You can't put mid-carders against like the main eventers in a program. They can fight each other. You can't put them in a program. It doesn't make sense. Nobody cares. But all good. Another person. So MJF licks the blood off his fingers. If Garcia goes over MJF, that says a lot about what AEW sees in him. He might. He actually might. And now we go to the back with the conglomeration. One of the best parts of Dynamite, Mark Briscoe. Willow's going to fight Statlander in a street fight, as we know. No. So Danny beating up people does not work, but Sami Zayn does. Sammy's bigger than Danny Sammy's skinny, but Sammy's tall. And when was the last time Sami Zayn beat up 4 or 5 security guards? I'll wait. You let me know when. Usually you have a moment, but if you're not a big guy, you don't get to act like a big guy. So there's a huge difference between Danny Garcia, the kid that is Danny, and Sami Zayn, a proven vet. There's a huge difference, real. The standards of the promo are low in AEW. It was a good promo. I didn't mind the promo. I didn't mind the start of the show. Jumping to a backstage right after it, don't love. But here's Ospreay, by the way. Real guys. What's up, Chambers? Ken, this is about 5 minutes too long. I agree with that. He should have ran up the stairs earlier. I agree with that. Congratulations on Don Callis' commentary. There you go. Touched on that already. So with Mauro. So we got Don Callis and Mauro Ronaldo. Mamma mia! And Mark Briscoe hyping everybody up. Kyle O'Reilly's looking better. Do you guys remember when Kyle O'Reilly first came back and he looked a little disheveled and not quite himself? He's looking better now. Got a haircut. The bags under his eyes have kind of gone down. He doesn't look as pale and as gaunt. This is good. Mark Briscoe's fucking amazing. They waited 11 minutes for someone to bleed. As here comes the Rainmaker. As folks get your predictions in, who's going to win? Okada. Or whoever the fuck he's fighting. Who wins? Okada. Or Fletcher. Death, taxes, blood in AEW. Facts. Solid segment. It was pretty good. And this is where I'm struggling with this one. I love Danny Garcia. I think he's a talented guy. If he was the Ring of Honor world champion, no problems. If he was taking on, if he was going after Jack Perry for the TNT title, no problems. TV champ makes sense. He's not a big enough name or been presented in a big enough way to take on MJF. You're pulling MJF down. MJF's trying to pull him up. That was pretty good. A little touch long, but I'm not going to complain. That's picky. Danny runs up. He shouldn't beat up 17 security guards, though. He shouldn't. He's not fucking Jason Statham or fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, come on, let's be real. Are you ready? As here comes Kyle Fletcher. I never really noticed Kyle's entrance before. Music's pretty good. Logan Mid-Carter had a pay-per-view match. You think Logan was billed as a Mid-Carter, the guy that walked in and got a shot with Roman Reigns? You really feel like a star of his stature, whether you like him or not? Are you kidding me? It's not even the same. Danny doesn't draw nearly as much. Again, you're trying really hard, Real. You're just missing the mark. You're throwing darts at a fucking bullseye blindfolded by my friend. It's unfortunate. Logan Paul showed up, showed out. And as much as I don't like the guy in person, you can't take away from what he accomplished. U.S. champion. And again, taking on Cody, taking on Roman. They presented him and angled him and worked him into believing he was that guy. There's no way that you can paint him and Garcia. The difference, the biggest difference is Logan Paul draws eyes. Garcia doesn't draw flies. Facts. Blood stiff is too much. Blood stuff is too much. No, nobody likes a bloody stiffy, a chair. Sammy fights from the underneath always. Facts. Thank you, Rad Dad. I like that name. As we are off and getting ready to go here, folks, if you haven't got your prediction in, make sure you do so. I want to know how you feel. I know Okada better than his mother's. Don Callis on commentary. A bloody Daniel Garcia to start Dynamite. Yes. He got popped with that bottle. Emo. There was Georgian. Oh, okay. Thank you, Emo, for letting me know. Yeah, it's what are you guys just back at school for like a week, 2 weeks? Yeah, it's sad, it's tragic. I mean, if there's any place in the world that should be safe for kids, it's school. So yeah, T's and P's. And again, I hate to pick on the Americans, but you're really the only country that has this consistently. Y'all need to think about it. Another street fight, always a street fight. You do the street fights and you do the gimmick matches to cover up for a lack of ability to do a straight up match. That's my take. I might be wrong. AML, KJ, if you were comparing Danny Garcia to Sami Zayn, I kind of agree with you as far as the fighting wrestler, the blue collar guy, and a fan favorite. Yeah, in that regard, if Danny fights from under, which it looks like he's going to do, I can get behind it. Like I said, even earlier tonight, and again, it's a catch-22 because they haven't presented them well. Now they are. So I can't really fault them for trying. I just wish they would have made Danny feel better before this. Again, with all the talent you have on your roster, all the really good wrestlers, Danny's just a young guy. Danny should be in the middle. Oh, like Fletcher taking on MJF or a top guy makes more sense to me the way he's been booked lately. Panic at the Briscoe. Love it. Let's go as we are off and running. I already said that, I think. Cry Me a River. Yeah, right? I think I'm behind. You think Odyssey Jones is all elite? No. Nobody goes near that. He has some personal issues to work out before he even considers a wrestling ring. So, yeah, nobody wants to see him in a ring doing anything until he figures his life out. Mark Briscoe's funny. Mark Briscoe's outstanding. There's another example. If it was Mark Briscoe, imagine the rivalry right now was Mark Briscoe going after MJF. Fletcher taking out Okada. But imagine Mark Briscoe, instead of fucking around with the Jobber crew, was being booked to take on MJF. Think of the cheers for Briscoe. Think of the boos for MJF. Think of the energy. And then you know that payoff's going to cook. That's what I'm saying, folks. So I know certain fans get mad at me for being critical, but that's what I see. I see opportunity that you're wasting because you're using guys you like opposed to guys that are worth it, guys that have earned it, the guys that there has to be a merit system of some kind. You can't just book people because you like them. I guess you can if you're the billionaire, but you're hurting your company. That is Vince McMahon booking. Everything Tony stood up for, everything Tony didn't want to be, that's what Tony's booking for right now. Vince McMahon style. I like this guy. I'm going to push the fuck out of Brock. Yeah, go squash Kofi. Fuck him. Where's Goldberg? Fuck him. You know what I mean? That's what, like Tony said, I'm booking for the sickos. The problem is there's only about 300,000 sickos out there, apparently. That's the issue. That's the problem. And me wanting better matchups doesn't make me a bad fan. It makes me honest. Danny is big next. Yeah, that's it, right? And I think that's part of it. Like all the smaller guys, Old WWE headquarters up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We make it the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go. He booked like Basement Kyle for a long time. Mm-hmm. As we are in picture, by the way, Okada is in control. Thank God, no Excalibur. I didn't even notice. What happened to Excalibur? Did the mask finally cut off the air to his brain? What happened to Excalibur? I hope he's okay. It's going to rain in AEW tonight. It's raining, all right. It's a dump. I have no idea what that was in reference to. No, it's a dump. Okay. So now we even hate on the old headquarters. Okada for the win. Okada. Let me see what the chat had to say. 83% for Okada. Down to 79. That changed quick. Back up to 80. There we go. We'll close that one up. Okada for the win. Is it true that Bobby Fish will sign with WWE? I don't know. I haven't read those reports yet. Haven't seen that rumor. Again, Bobby Fish is interesting because Bobby Fish is not a kid, right? Like, there's miles on Bobby. He's a veteran guy. Could you bring him in and kind of bring him in to put other, young talent over? Yeah, he's a vet. He's good. But I don't know how much they're going to invest in him. I'm watching you on my Big Peach. Wait, big screen TV. I bet I look fucking big. How does it look? Are we HD? How's it going? No Excalibur, KJ. That's very interesting. Did they say why? I missed it. I talk a lot. Okada. Continental Contenders Challenge on Collision. That might be what AEW uses Collision for now. The number one contender matches. I guess. I don't know. They got to find a way for more people to care about that, but it's interesting. Dale. Facts. Garcia and Fletcher, both the future of AEW. In a way, yeah, I could see that. I mean, Fletcher, I believe, has a ton of upside. Danny's got a shit ton of charisma. Danny's got an attitude. Danny's got a swagger about him. It's, again, just make it make sense. What if they choose Jack Perry to retire Danielson? I'll throw up in my mouth. Throw up on the screen. I will throw up publicly. But remember, I think if Danielson drops that title, it's going to be to Darby. Saudi probably wanted Logan in the main event. WWE had to work around that. Maybe not. But it's a Saudi show, so it's all about sizzle, not steak. So, again, I was here live. Go back to the archive. I didn't just go, this is great. No, I was pissed. When they announced that Logan was coming in to fight Roman, I was fucking mad. You think I don't like Danny? I was pissed about Logan. But Daniel Garcia and Logan, it's not a fair comparable. Logan draws money. Danny Garcia draws with crayons. That's cute. Bloody Stiffy. Ew. Pause. And yeah. Haha. Grayson Waller also had a program with Cody as a mid-carder. No, he didn't. Not a full program. It wasn't one-on-one. He had a match. And he's been tied to him as far as getting heat or used him to bring together like a Cody and KO. So again, you can do the point game all you want, but they doesn't matter. And just because they fuck up doesn't mean it's okay for them to fuck up. So think about it. And again, you're trying to present differently. Waller gets presented like a hapless fucking heel that gets his ass kicked all the fucking time. Garcia gets booked. When you see the WWE have Waller beat up 12 security guards, then come message me and we'll talk about it. That's the difference, real. Again, I get what you're trying to do, and you can keep pulling it out. I'll keep shooting it down all fucking night long. I got nothing but time, my friend. As Okada takes Fletcher down again. Kyle Fletcher got a MF mushroom bowl. Just stuck that fucking thing on, spun him around. Good old 1984. This show is better than JD from New York. Thank you. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate your 2 cents. I agree. And one of the reasons is we're unbiased. Again, real, perfect for JD's audience because whatever AEW does is golden. Whatever WWE does is shit. It's never going to happen on this channel. Big Blue Thunder Bomb-ish thing. Kevin Kelly, Tate twins are suing Tony Khan. AEW is in hot water. I know Kevin Kelly is. I didn't know about Tate twins. Kevin Kelly has an interesting case, and he has a really good reason to sue. He might be successful. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, do what MDB said. Get in that chat. Click the like button. Click those little reaction buttons. I know you see those little hearts on the side. Click them. They help. And I want 200 in here tonight. I'm not happy. We only got 141, but I appreciate every single one of you. Big DDT on the floor. Excalibur is starting to sound like nails on a chalkboard. Ugh, Excalibur is not good. Another example of he's our friend, so he gets a job. There's better talent out there. They could have had Mauro. They could have Nigel on Dynamite. They don't, because Excalibur is in. The nepotism is killing AEW. They book and hire based on who they like. That's a problem. It's a fucking problem. Imagine I commissioned one of you out there to build a sports team, and all you brought on to the team was your friends and family. The team's going to fucking suck. Unless your family is that family. But think about it. That's the problem with AEW is they have better. They just don't use the better. Big brainbuster on the apron. Trying to kill this man. I'm trying to hear people say they love certain wrestlers. Just let it be sometimes, so they should not be in the position they are in. A little bit. I kind of get what you're saying. Do something, not nothing. Facts. John Moxley promo tonight. Yeah, we will get John Moxley tonight at some point. We'll see if they add another member to his group. Will they speak more about it? Will he rip off the reports going around about this fucking this Russell Crowe movie where, you know what's funny? And here, I don't feel this way as we are in picture in picture. Do you know what's funny? And I don't feel it, but I will point it out. There was a big collection of people out there that when they named Gunther, and it was all tied to like some Nazi U-boat fucking general, people freaked out. Oh, the WWE. Oh, okay. John Moxley starts mimicking a neo-Nazi. Fuck it. I'm just saying. I don't feel that way. I just think it's funny that he kind of got called out on mimicking the movie. Could it be a coincidence? It feels too close. Anthony, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you on a Wednesday, sir. I'm surprised you're not already curled up in bed ignoring this shit. Honestly, they need their top-tier talent on every single week and a couple title matches on TV. That would be the first step of helping AEW. There's a few things, Chris, and I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate everyone. If I haven't got to you yet, don't forget the super chat, super stickers. If you want to stand out, we are rolling through another commercial. So this match is going for a hot minute. Not a bad match. People are going to say it's amazing. It's been good. But, yeah, that's all it is. If you, listen, if you have stars and you talk about having the best roster in the world, stack your shows. Overstack your shows for a little while until you see the numbers go up. And what you do is when your cards are stacked, you sprinkle in a Danny Garcia somewhere. And then the new fans start going, well, who's this guy? What's he about? Now we're interested. You got to build it up. The other thing I would be doing if I was AEW is I would be giving tickets away. If you only sold 2,000 tickets, give away 2,000 tickets. Start doing what Eric did. Fill the fucking buildings. Give the tickets away for free. Make the setups bigger. Go to smaller venues so it feels energized. Like I said, I don't do it for a living, folks. I just sitting here talking to y'all. %, picking Fletcher, head scratcher. I mean, wishful thinking. I'd like Fletcher to get the win. Fletcher deserves a win. He loses to everybody. Anybody know why he's not there? What's up, Ibrahim? Not knowing is this always been Okada's ring style, or has it been dramatically changed since he's been with AEW? I wouldn't say that his style has changed up much, Ken. I more feel like it's just not as he used to be. More aggressive, bigger moves. I mean, this match is kind of proven that theory a little bit wrong as he's digging in a little better. He's in control coming out of the break, by the way. It just feels very like he's not what he used to be. He doesn't move very fast. He's not very quick. I don't know. It just feels different. But we've said that before. Like Kenny Omega is better in New Japan. He goes harder in New Japan. It's almost like the respect level of the Japanese crowd, and they take it so serious and it means so much that they don't want to disappoint anybody. When they come to AEW, it's like, I got my paycheck. That's it. That's all. I mean, that's what I worry about. Big kick from Fletcher. Anthony, you watch Mirror of Kingstown. Yeah, there you go. I heard something from Odyssey Jones's past come back to bite him in the ass. WWE doesn't want to. Yeah, 100%. And we talked about it last night. Again, we're not going into it. We've seen a lot of content creators and a lot of people online come to conclusions. Until we have more information, we won't speak about it. If the allegations are true, shame on him. If they're not, well, shame on whoever made it up. But at the end of the day, we're going to let it play out, and we'll give you our 2 cents when we can give a proper, educated opinion. I could see that. Briscoe, the country boy, versus Max, the rich prick. Yeah, Z-Real's with me. I like it, right? That would work. It's so good. Opposites attract, man. I wish Mark drops the Ring of Honor belt and is a single. I wish the Ring of Honor talent was Ring of Honor talent and only carried Ring of Honor belts. I never want to see the Ring of, like, occasionally, special occasion. You know, if an NXT champ pops up on Raw, I'm okay with it. But they don't do it all every week, right? You don't just have fucking Roxy hanging out with the girls every Monday. Like, it doesn't make sense. Oh, Fletcher dropping Okada on the guardrail and leaving him in the crowd. Now running back. This is a long-ass match. Fletcher off a chair, up and over. Down goes Okada. The next episode of Collision is the 1-year anniversary. Tony Khan announces CM Punk made him fear for his life. I was in the building for that. MDB, that's crazy that you were in the building for that. I'm really curious how it all went down. Like, we saw videos and clips, obviously, but again, still one of the craziest things ever. And I know fans don't want to let it go, but Punk is doing good. I know people want to see him fail, but man, is he doing good. Jeff Jarrett to retire Danielson. Probably not. Give me Mark Briscoe versus Okada. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. But that's my point. Like, I'm not shitting on Daniel Garcia. I just feel like there's guys out there that if they were booked in a good way, the fans would love them. Like Fletcher, look what Fletcher's doing right now. Working the crowd. Remember, Fletcher's in a heel group with a heel manager. Baby faces fuck. Taking on a heel. Fuck. We won't dive too far into that. We have our own problems here. I can't believe Bray Wyatt. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this one's a hard one, Emo. It's sad to this minute. It still sucks. It's still one of the craziest streams we ever went live for. The day that happened. It's heartbreaking. It's still heartbreaking. It still takes me a moment to kind of, fuck. It's so hard to think about. And again, being a guy of 36 years old, again, if you're over the age of 35, those ones scare the shit out of you. Big drop kick. Yeah. Another block. Uppercut. No sell. Dodges. Nice suplex. This is better than most of the matches that were on the pay-per-view. Big tombstone. Wasn't quite a tombstone, that's true. Is that not Excalibur? It sounds like Excalibur. I want better matches in WWE, so I'm not a bad guy either. You're getting better matches. That's the one thing real. Since WrestleMania, we're getting good matches. Not all of them. We were here to shit on them too. And again, I don't think you're a bad guy at all. I love debating with you. We just think differently on certain things. And I have a microphone. You have to do it through a keyboard. Sorry. But yeah, I got no problem. You're always a good guy. But I think the matches in and I've said that a lot, like WWE's matches are getting better, especially on the weekly shows. especially on Raw. Raw more than SmackDown. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the ref, wait, that was... Anybody see that ending sequence? Fucking hell. These guys go 15 minutes solid. A pretty good match. A pretty fun match. The ending, the ref fucked it up. Why? Because he's one of the Bucks' friends. As always, nepotism is a motherfucker. That ending was real fucking weird. The ref turned early, turned back, then flinched, and the flinch was enough to miss a low blow. Come on, there's better ways to cheat. And Takeshita coming out, hey, do that. Do that. Takeshita versus the Rainmaker. Lance Archer's going to fight Mark Briscoe on Saturday. No idea why. Takeshita's going to fight the Beast Mortis. Also no idea why. Takeshita Okada. How do you feel about that one, Real? AEW refs need to be fired. They're just not trained. They don't know any better. And no one's correcting them. Tony thinks it's great. And I think again, I've said this a million times on these streams. Shit like that insults my intelligence. Like, oh, fuck. It's like going to watch local improv at the community center. Like, it's just, yeah. We got Swerve. And Nana. Want to know. AEW has the worst refs in all of pro wrestling. It's true. What is this? So Swerve talking about his house. He's standing out in front of what I think is his childhood home, talking about the tree he used to swing on, pictures of his family. They'll never fire him. He's a friend. He's the Excalibur of wrestling, of reffing. AEW needs better referees. I'm mad. I wasted. Hey, listen, man. It might make it more enjoyable. At least you find the funny in it. So Swerve's talking about signing his contract. So did he buy his childhood home? Is that what's up here? This is babyface as fuck. So Swerve Strickland buys his childhood home. That's really awesome. See, that's good shit. Now, if Swerve had a really good beef with a heel, Swerve's good. I didn't see this, so I'm reacting for the first time. Don't worry, KJ. Swerve will be a heel next week. Yeah, I'm with you, JV. That's the issue. That was beautiful. Why would he come out and act like, again, build on that? That was really touching. He's going to be jumped. No, but I mean, again, you even have the opportunity of like maybe, if he's feuding with a good heel, or like Paige, and then Paige shows up at the old family house and sets it on fire. Something. They're probably going to renovate it anyway. Let them fuck it up. There you go. Is that what you think? I'm thinking the same thing. Are we just cynical, or is that what we're up to? I'm down for Okada and Takeshita 100%. Let's go. And listen, good marks. I enjoyed the opening match. They fucked up the ending. Right? Why not Claudio versus Okada 2? Facts. Why did that just not happen? Why did that get overlooked? Why did that play out the way it did? Why did we never get Jeff Jarrett, Adam Page? Why didn't that happen? Like, again, those are the loose ends. Hangman burning that house down. I'm in. I'm in. But again, that's perfect. But then Hangman can't try and play as, I'm not sure if I'm a bad guy. Just be an asshole. Be an asshole. Stop trying to be a tweener. Swerve, be a babyface. You'll be the biggest babyface in the company. You'll be worth every penny Tony Khan gave you if you just become a pure babyface. Loved. You can have an attitude. You can have a chip on your shoulder. You can take no shit from nobody and be a babyface. But you have Nana coming out and getting the crowd hyped every time you come out, and you're supposed to. See, the crowd gets a little confused when you got a heel Swerve taking on a baby face. They're like, no, we don't swerve when we drive. We like the other guy. Fuck. Simple shit, guys. Rainmaker needs to lose the belt. Again, it's all in who you know. Takeshita is a wrestler you can really get behind. I don't sing praises of wrestlers often, but he could be one of them. Takeshita, rumored or apparently has expressed frustration with his booking in AEW. I completely get it. The guy has banger. I think this is what would bother me as an employee of Tony Khan. If you go and have banger after banger after banger and it doesn't mean anything, you're just having bangers for the sake of it. I thought that was a trap. Not yet. Hangman burning. Yeah, everybody on the Hangman tip. I love that shit. I'm down with Okada. Takeshita got that one. He's going to be jumped. No jumping yet. As here comes Jamie Hayter. Is that, someone said no Excalibur. Is that not Excalibur talking right now? Did y'all lie to me? Big pop for Hayter coming out. Boom. All right. His house is going to be this fucking... I thought I was the only psychotic one in the chat. It's not lasting long. Again, if you bought the house, you're probably going to renovate it, so it's a good opportunity to be like, fuck it up. Run your car through it. I don't care. The question is, whose house is that? Swerve's house. Imagine if Hangman sets... Yes! Fucking do it. You need more... Oh, shit. I put the wrong name in the poll. Let me change that. Hayter's winning anyway, so I'll just end the chat. Or I'll end the poll. Fuck it. I forgot it was one of the Renegade twins. And sure enough, right away, they show Saraya and they show Harley Cameron. To me, Jamie Hayter has the opposite problem of Danny Garcia. Danny's mid-card being booked against stars. Jamie's a star being booked against nobody. But because Jamie Hayter has issues with Britt Baker, she can't be at the top of the card. Fuck. Cherry lemonade. I don't know if I've ever had cherry lemonade. It would have been a perfect angle for Hangman to attack him. Hold tight. Because I think if you're going to highlight that moment, there has to be something. There has to be something. Even if he just vandalizes it, like spray paints it, Swerve sucks. Something. It's got to be something. You can't, unless you just wanted to tell a really good story, like, oh, that's really awesome. Hayter is getting better reactions than the men that were just out there. See, this is the mistake you're making, Tony Khan. Tony, listen! I wish TK would just take the fucking headset off for 2 seconds. Listen to your audience. We will tell you what we like. Right? If Jamie Hayter was chasing down Mercedes right now, nothing but heat for Mercedes, nothing but love for Hayter, and they can go for months. But here comes Saraya. Fucking stupid. Who will win this Friday at SmackDown, DIY, or the Bloodline, or Street Profits? Bloodline. It's hard to bet against the Bloodline. Remember, folks, we're here on Friday for Collision. Back-to-back. Backbreakers. The second page sees this man is over as a face. Boom. Swerve will be back as a heel. By the way, honestly, I thought that was a... Well, again, it wasn't his house up until now, so who knows what it had become. But Jamie Hayter with an emphatic win. Good job. Good job. Did it right. They got it right. Why are we lose? Why are we? Yeah, fuck. It's just the wrestling ways of like, this feels too good. It feels nice. We got to fuck it up. But Jamie Hayter going out to the fans. The crowd is clapping. TK, listen. You paid so much money for a lady that can't get this reaction. Yet you have Jamie Hayter They're getting this reaction for a quarter of the fucking money. Stupid. Britt Baker leaves AEW for WWE. I don't know. She would have to go through NXT. And I don't know if she's willing. I don't know. I don't want to speak on her behalf. But she has to go to NXT and get better at wrestling. See, when there was nobody in this division, Britt stood out. And Britt got away with a lot of, like, remember her big moments. The fact that she got over on a street fight, not on good wrestling. So Roddy and Christopher Daniels in the back. Roddy's complaining about his foot. Hook wants Roddy. Thank God. Hook and Roddy's much better. I'm down for Okada versus Takeshita. Yeah, me too. WWE won't want Britt. I don't know that. There is an intangible to Britt. Like, there is a star quality to Britt. She's good on the mic sometimes, most times. Again, like her charisma, her attitude's really strong. There is something there. She's just not the best of wrestlers. She was a fucking dentist that just happened to be around. And Tony's like, here's money. Okay. Roddy Hook, I'm good with. I'm down for hang. Yeah, let's go. Brian's another sadist in the chat. I think Britt Baker leaves AEW for WWE in 2024. We'll see. Again, it's all about perception, right? Like, if she wants to go to WWE and WWE, says, here's an entry-level contract to go to NXT, she might be insulted, right? Like, she might be like, I'm not going to wrestling school. I'm not taking that much of a pay cut. I deserve big dollars. I was an AEW champion, and the WWE is going to go, so what? Jade Cargill took us 7 months to fucking rehab from her time in AEW. Oh, we're in the back. Marina's beating people up. Moxley's here. Who is that? Marina is just kicking the shit out of everybody, which is more believable than Danny Garcia. Argue with me. Swerve needs to be a tweener. Swerve does not need to be a tweener. Moxley and the Elite. You're a sweet kid. Wait a minute. Time out. John Moxley coming up next, folks, as we go into commercial break. He stops with the Elite, but interesting. Interesting how that just went. I'm not sure. Yes, it's Excalibur. So who told me he wasn't there? Swerve needs to be a tweener. Pure babyface won't work for him. I disagree, because people get confused. You can be a pure babyface with a bad attitude. You, like, think about it. I know a lot of people want to lean on, like, well, Stone Cold Steve Austin, but the reaction from the fan base was pure baby. Nobody was sitting there going, I can't believe he's doing all this violent stuff. No, we loved him. That's Swerve. Swerve can be a badass with a bad attitude that doesn't fuck around, and still, like, I think fans today got this tweener idea stuck, and there was very few tweeners. And even the ones that were tweeners at times always went one way or the other, right? Like, that's what you got to remember. If you bill it where Swerve is just going after heels and they're finding ways to fuck with him, and you got, like, I say it all the time, Swerve could be like Jey Uso. Jey Uso walks out, that crowd goes ballistic. Why is every arena the AEW in just not everybody on their feet, just swerving when Nana comes out? Why? That should have been done. That should have been a thing. I've seen it better in indie shows. So, again, the tweener thing's a bit of an interesting one. But we'll see. You burn his house down, he ain't between shit. You're going to murder somebody. So we're going to, yeah. Jamie Hayter. Yeah, okay, thank you. Becky Light. That's not. I kind of like it. The boys. All right, I'm behind. Let me catch up to y'all. What's your favorite food? Me? Or are you asking the chat? I'm a fat kid. I'd eat steak every single fucking day. I'll put it that way. But I could sit here all day. You want to talk about Chinese? We're not going to do this one again. We'll go back into the pizza debate. Are Britt and Adam Cole still together? Rumors, are they split? I have no idea, Brian. I have no clue. I don't know. I mean, I think it's hard to date a guy when you outpower him and you're bigger than him, but maybe that's just my thought. Retire the FTW belt. Yeah, you could do that. You don't need 28 belts on a show. You don't. It's fucked. Hater wins. Hater is getting that extension unless she leaves for WWE. I'm sure AEW will give her as much money as they can. Yes. I think if there's any fear, I think Tony, see, there was like Jade got a bigger offer from Tony, but took the opportunity of WWE. And others will do that. However, at what length, right? I mean, again, I see Ricochet talking about like my opportunity and my legacy. Same thing FTR said. We did it for our legacy. Nah, you did it for the bucks, bro. Let's be real. Be straight. And I don't knock your hustle. Congratulations. You worked the money market to give you an extra couple mil. Congratulations. But don't tell me it was for your legacy. Because if you cared about your legacy, then you wouldn't be doing nothing for the last year since you signed. But here comes Moxley, and good job by AEW. New video, a new symbol, and wait a minute. I was about to compliment them, but I think they fucked it up. Yeah, see, I was almost going to compliment AEW. If John Moxley's doing this turn thing, he should stop coming out of the crowd. Go completely. New music, new entrance, new attitude, new everything. But him coming through the crowd doesn't really work. It worked when he was the Wild thing. Picky, but I'm right. Takeshita is in that group of wrestlers in AEW who are damn good, but Tony only uses them to push people he like. 100%. That's the perfect example. Again, a guy that I'm a big fan of. All the talent in the world, kid. He goes in there, he crushes it constantly, but doesn't get booked, doesn't get over because he didn't, because he didn't invite Tony to his wedding, or he doesn't have a cool dance that Tony can do and feel cool about it. That's the fucking dilemma. Moxley, Marina Shafir getting to the ring, folks. What does this mean? How do you guys feel about what's up with Moxley? I like this. You're not wrong in a lot of ways. New Tron, yes, 100%. New visual. The only thing I would have changed is he shouldn't come out of the crowd anymore. Now we're getting Moxley chants. Fucked up. Let's go. I think he's going to shut it down. Calling out Darby Allin right away. Bucks will defend their belts every 3 months. The Bucks suck. I don't care. When was the last time the Young Bucks had a good match? For any of the really, really deep AEW fans in the chat right now, name the last time the Bucks had a good match. You were like, fuck, I'll never forget that Bucks match. Has it been 3 years, 4 years, 6 years? It hasn't. I can't recall one. I've been live for all of them. And thank you so much, Kid Rivos. Appreciate that super chat. Remember, folks, that is your way to make sure you get seen by the chat. Interesting. Do you guys feel like Pure Baby? Yeah, right. Moxley likes Jack Perry. Apparently, it's weird. Like if he was hijacking the company, you think he would have beat the Elite up on the way in the door. Those are fighting words and channel. I lost my spatula and my grilled cheese is burning. Dude, fucking dump it. What are you doing? Bucks lost decent match. Last decent match was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fair enough. Darby for the win. I don't know what's up with this. And I almost feel like less talking from Moxley is better for the story. Drops the mic, crowd goes quiet, and they leave. And the crowd's like, it's interesting. How'd you guys feel about that? That was a little flat for me. Bucks blow. Bucks versus Lucha Bros in a cage was pretty damn good. Yeah, I'll give you that, money. That was a pretty good match. There's some stuff in there that was a bit egregious, but yeah, that was a fun match. I'll give you that. What was that? 2-3 years ago now? It's not bad. And to the learning tree, for fuck's sake. This yellow bastard. Jericho looking like a meth head. So now he's calling out Orange Cassidy. Do we really need a Chris Jericho Orange Cassidy program? Honestly, anybody out there? Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho is going to bring in ratings. Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy is going to make people buy tickets. Why can't we give this guy time off? Give us a like, folks. AKJ, how's it going, man? Covering the basics. F Meltzer, F Jericho, F Tony. That sums it up pretty good. Oh. But welcome, Geekbox. Thank you for being here tonight. Folks, go check out Geekbox, the world's second favorite box. What a waste. Pointless ass promo. Yeah, I almost feel like he would have done less. Like that was sent, like, I don't know. Make good on your dates. As Brian Keith will fight Orange Cassidy on Collision. Oh, OC's here. If Brian Keith beats Orange Cassidy, fucking bad, guys. Orange Cassidy will give Chris Jericho $7,000 cash for ruining his jacket. So fucking bad. So fucking bad. Why can't you just let him stay home? Go home. Are you too good for your home? Bill's great. Keith's good. Jericho sucks. Jericho's still mad about his jacket. Yeah, we're going to fight over a jacket. The fans out there who are like, CM Punk and Drew are fighting over a bracelet. Now we're going to fight over a jacket. But that's okay. That's great. Oh, Orange Cassidy, Jericho are going to cook. You're begging people to grab a fucking pillow mid-fucking show. But Jericho's got to be on everything. And here comes Mariah May. Looking like $1,005,000. What is the point of this show? They have a show coming. And they have a show coming. I don't know. That's a good point, Jimmy. That's a good question. Okay, Diggs, how you doing? Mox could have said that in the back. Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, again, it felt like you bring them out for what? I don't get it. People complain about filler. Tell me that the whole segment from Moxley to Jericho isn't filler, isn't pointless filler. And again, I've been praising this Moxley idea. I love Marina Shafir as an in-ring competitor. But tell me if I'm wrong, folks. Anyone out there right now who's like, that was really fucking cool. I love fucking Moxley. And again, you try, like, he's trying to hijack the company, but the fans are cheering him. That's the other part that's kind of funny. All right, folks, putting that in the chat. Get your predictions in. Big Bill reminds me, got that one. That wasn't bad. Okay. Hit that button and share the stream. Hit 100 likes, but just getting started, folks. That's right. We got 141. Let's get to 150. Go get me some friends. Let's see if we can get at least to 150. I know I was asking for 2, but if we get 9 more people in here, 150 is pretty good. As Nyla Rose in the ring. So you go to a flat promo. You follow it with a shit backstage. And then you come into this match cold as fuck. But to give credit where credit's due, 2 women's matches. That's funny. Didn't you say have Jericho on Rampage? Tony heard you. Yeah, fuck. I guess I didn't include fucking don't have him on Dynamite. Is Nyla Rose always the first challenger forever? Yep. It's kind of rinse and repeat with Nyla. Nyla never does anything of note. Nyla just shows up. We never see her. She does nothing matches. She's not a bad talent. Again, this match should be quick. If you want to make the champion look good, she finds a way to end this quickly. It won't happen. We're going through at least one commercial, but it shouldn't. Nyla Rose is a jobber. Been a jobber for 5 years, half a decade of doing shit. Is the learning tree slowly getting over with the people? I heard some noise. Lisa, yeah, I heard some noise too, and I heard it last week. I don't know if it's just like that bubble of people. Like if you will, oh wait, Mariah just slapping Nyla at random. Up she goes though. But yeah, I don't know if it's like the pocket of people who like paid the money, so they're the hardcore fans and they're finding it. There seems to be a little bit of a pop or a little bit of a chuckle when he holds and then like, hi guys, and then people are like, hi guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop shitting on it. Fuck them. But I mean, I gotta be fair. I gotta be honest. How are you doing? And always, you and the crew are doing an amazing job. Thank you, Jimmy. We are all doing well. We're enjoying Wednesday night. And remember, folks, we are back tomorrow night for our All Out prediction show, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Be there for that, which reminds me. There you go. But again, is it like, I don't know. I just the randomness of the title shots are a little crazy. Feels like AEW pushes are pretty much the WWE recycling bin to an extent at times, yeah. But in fairness, those are the bigger names. So you kind of got to. She's not getting boos. Who's not getting boos? Nobody's getting anything right now. The crowd didn't react during Moxley. They started chanting Moxley at the beginning and then fell flat. They were like, what did that mean? Big drop kick from Mariah. Beautiful. I think during the contract signing, Hangman will, yeah. I'm down, Chris. I hate to say it. I'm all down. Yep. Again, another ref in AEW is not good. As we go to pitcher and pitcher, folks, Mariah May in control. I don't want to tell you all how to do your job. Maybe have the heel in control going into commercial break. You know, that suspense thing they try and do sometimes. Like, oh my God, the champ's in trouble. What do we do? No? Okay, just me. Yep. They're murdering the ratings right now. Chris Jericho is the serial killer. I say it all the time. Chris Jericho is the Ted Bundy of ratings, and this match isn't going to pull you back out of those rating dips. The fans are not at all. It's unfortunate. Nobody gives a fuck about Nyla Rose. Sorry, Nyla. WWE make Julia her tone down her in-ring style, not upset. Logan. I don't know if that's factual. She will have to augment a little bit to the style. But I think they brought her in to get as much out of her as they can. I don't know that we haven't seen her in the ring yet. So I'm not quite sure how we accurately assess that at this point. We'll see. I hope they don't tone her down. She's outstanding. But I will tell you this. She feels like a fucking star. Feels like a big deal that she showed up. AEW needs to not give the chance to get a new network to make their new show. It will be better if AEW is going to A&E. Here, I'm not quite following you on that one. This match is designed. Got that one. Agreed. Happy, yes. Aubrey sells better than... Yeah, that's actually kind of true, Roddy. She's annoying, but she does sell her ass off. Is it weird her first defense is against we're not gonna go there, Justin. Thank you for being here, but we're gonna let that go. Remember, folks, keep the gloves above the waist for multiple reasons. Just Joe, sadly. I don't know. Give me Jamie Hayter versus Mariah May. Yeah. Why is Jamie Hayter fucking around with Saraya? She's a former champion, guys. Right? I can't wait for Charlotte Flair to come back and take on fucking, I don't know, you pick a name. Take on the Brooklyn Brawler. This is what TK gives us at the top of the hour. Bit of a rough choice, I would agree. Give me Jamie Hayter versus Mariah May, option 2. Got it. And we are rolling along, folks. Get in that chat. Let's get to 150. Reigns return on Friday. Yeah, let's go. I hope so. I think we might run back Cody and Solo for Bad Blood, and maybe then Roman shows up. This one's tricky, and they're really stretching it out, so we'll find out. Oh, no worries. Just want to be mindful of everybody, but yeah, I mean, again, you weren't. Just keep the gloves above the waist, no big deal. But thank you for being here. Glad I got into the stream just in time to see KJ hating on Jericho. Good timing. Fuck. It's just ridiculous. It's so fucking maddening. Like, just go away. Wait for something to be good. Think about it. Listen, technically at this point, I'm advocating for Jericho. I want Jericho to do better. I used to be a fan. So if Jericho goes away and comes back and fights somebody important, we might like him again. But going from useless feud to useless feud to useless feud, Jericho, Orange Cassidy. Really? That's what we want to do. Jericho, Orange Cassidy. Fuck, my panties are wet. Anybody else? She pulls focus, which is death in cinema. For bit players, you have to let your stars shine in the spotlight, not have the scene stolen by the extras. Yeah. Yeah. And again, the other thing that happens here, C-Money, is that, and I don't even actually know what you're referring to now that I think about it, Charlotte Flair versus Katana Chance. Yay. There, good example, right? Again, you can have a squash match. You can have a throwaway match, but it's got to be that. Putting Mariah May, you never see Nyla Rose. So two things happen here. One, you're like, is our champion not that good? Barely having, like, this nobody's beating the shit out of her. The other thing that people could do is, oh, fuck, Nyla's doing all right. Why don't we get her more? Why doesn't that happen? If she's this good, if she can push the champion to the limit, why is she not here? Why is she not beating up people on a weekly basis? Doesn't make sense. The continuity of the storytelling lacks. I didn't understand what Mock said. Nobody did. It was provocative. It gets the people going. In this case, got nobody going. Nobody. Mariah May putting herself back in her top. Oh, roll through. Nyla picking her up like a sack of potatoes. Like, you know what? You could have easily had the other Renegade twin fight Mariah May. All right? Get both Renegade twins some job the same week. The other twin fights Mariah May. Mariah Duster, you lead to the angle. No, we went through one commercial break. We're about to go through two. I called it. It's a long competitive match with a nobody. Not good. Not good. I accept that. I accept that challenge. I was trying hard not to say it, but kind of boring again tonight. I haven't said it much. I'm trying to, like, enjoy what's enjoyable, but here we are starting the second hour, and I'm just like, spending more time bitching and complaining than talking about what's happening. It's not my fault. Jericho's on Rampage. Jericho's on every fucking show. Jericho don't go away. Fuck him. It should have been Jamie versus Abaddon. By the way, we got a 4 count on the heel. Not something that happens very often in wrestling, by the way. Usually the baby face is the one laying on the floor so that the crowd can get behind them. Like, get in there, get in there. Now the baby face is out. So what does the crowd do? They just boo. Right? So what is the crowd supposed to do? Cheer that she beat the count? Stupid fucking shit, people. It's backwards. That's like you just scored a goal on your own net. And the crowd's like, oh shit, what do? Do we cheer? Drills her and it's over. Should just counted her out. And I think she's bleeding. Oh no, maybe not. I think it's just a leftover bruise. Mariah May with the win in a match that went about 8 minutes longer than it should have. She pulls okay, I got that one. Not interested in a Cody versus Solo again. I'm not necessarily not with that idea, Damien. I get that. I understand that, to be honest. And again, it's because we know that the match is just there for the angle. So Mariah May snow angeling. Again, whether it's not good, I mean, you can argue the merits of what their in-ring is, and that's fine. I think Liv gets underrated for her in-ring, but at the end of the day, there's nobody in AEW that's over in the way that Liv or Dom are. The crowd reactions from Liv and Dom are like nothing you get in AEW. So we're going to a vignette of Deonna Purrazzo. She is so damn good. Another lady. I haven't even talked about her. Jamie Hayter coming in and taking on her would work. This is good, though. This is good. And here's another lady. She signed the money. She was all excited about being in AEW, and she's been all but irrelevant since being in AEW. She was the top of the division. At one point, Deonna Purrazzo was collecting belts all over the world. She was dominant. She was taking on everybody. And now we don't see her anymore. But Deonna's going to take on Shida. Shida's the number 1 contender for, at All Out against Mercedes. Not quite sure the thought process there. TNT TBS titles changed to the Weather Channel and National Geographic. Up next, Mercedes Moné. Yay! Who will go away first, VHS or Jericho? What's up, Keebler? KJ, what's your opinion? Does Saraya resign with AEW? I don't give a fuck. I think if Tony resigns her, Tony's stupid. But we already know that. And Saraya, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not like the WWE is like, please come back. They're not going to use her. I don't even know if she'll clear WWE medical. Let's be real. Wrestlers had to leave the WWE because their medical would not clear them. But Tony's medical found a way. Funny how that worked, right? That's precisely why I hate her. You hit on the money for real. Exactly. Oh, see, money did it. Yep. I want Jimmy Uso to come back. He will. He will. There's a story to unfold here, guys. There's more Samoans coming. There's more action coming. There's more shit to talk about in that regard. So, yeah, don't forget that. Like, I don't know how it's all going to play out. I really don't. And they are definitely making us wait. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Cody versus Solo. Why? I'm with you. We'll see. That's what I think they're going to do. I hope they don't. Nobody is. Nobody is. Nobody. Orange Cassidy's not even interested. Look at him. As ladies and gentlemen, we are on another commercial break. I will remind everybody out there, if you haven't done so already, go get your F. Meltzer t-shirts. They are available on our store. and you can support a good cause. We got t-shirts, long sleeves, and hoodies. 2 different color combos. All the money, every penny of the profit goes to a good cause. It goes to literacy. Which, I mean, if no, in honor of Uncle Dave, why not support literacy? Because more of him and his friends need to learn how to read. So we thought we would raise the money. Go in, get your t-shirt, support the cause, support the anti-observer cause, support literacy in the world. Also, I will remind everybody, we are back tomorrow for the All Out preview show, and we are back on Saturday for All Out. Friday, we got Collision, Rampage, SmackDown, and Lord knows what else. But another mega stream on a Friday as Collision moves, and we'll go head-to-head with SmackDown. Should be a fun night, folks. Don't miss out on that as well. And then all the way through next week, we got more content, more stuff coming your way, more things to dive into, more and more and more and more and more and more. Jericho needs to be in the Legends role. Example, Ric Flair Evolution. Yep. Mm-hmm. And used less. And I'm telling you right now, if we get Jericho Ricochet, I might not even watch it. I might just ignore it while it's on the screen. All matches are fixed. No shit. Welcome, by the way. Sky Blue and Athena, my favorites are on AEW roster. Sky Blue injured, Athena trapped in Ring of Honor. And there's another lady, tons of talent, could get over with some of these women, and they don't get used. But here comes Mercedes. Who still wears Panama Jack sunglasses? As we go back to Capital Collision, we were here live for Capital Collision. Decent match. Little clunky in spots. Couple big botches, but yeah, Sasha got the win. This should be a squash match. It wasn't. He won't listen. I've been trying. I even tag him in my complaints, and he won't even acknowledge my fucking anger. I want Hikaru Shida to win. Put it that way. Camille here looking like $1 million. Cornette is irrelevant. They zoomed in on a Cornette is irrelevant sign. Sorry, Jim. That's hilarious. Oh my God. And this woman makes Mercedes Moné, to me, is the Chris Jericho of women's wrestling, of all of it. All of it. We talked about Peraza. We talked about Thunder Rosa. We've talked about Jamie Hayter tonight. All these women are miles better than this woman. She fucking sucks. Camille can wear that every day. Facts. Isn't Ricochet supposed to be wrestling Fletcher tonight? No, Fletcher fought Okada? I think that's how good the match was. The crowd does nothing. Nope. They built in a CEO chant, and they had to turn her heel because they wouldn't even do that. I hope this Mercedes promo isn't bad. Good luck. Lazy booking. What's up, John? How you doing? Oh, Cody. Love it. They are chanting for Shida. Let's go. There is hope for these fans after all. Jim's not always right. Jim's an old crusty fuck. But again, I started this channel to go after Jim. And 4 years later, I'm like, man's got a fucking point. The number of times that we're live and say shit, and then I hear Jim say it a week later, blows my mind. Okay. It's going to be too easy. Shida! Looking good! This crowd does not care about Mercedes. Not at all. She is the biggest bust in all of wrestling. She is the most overpaid, under-talented waste of fucking time in all of wrestling. Sorry, Mercedes. You think you're hot shit. You're not. The ace! Let's go! Let's go, Sheeta! Can I ask? Meh. Christopher Daniels bans Camille from ringside, which means probably somebody is joining Sasha and Camille. That's my guess. Sayonara, bitch! The crowd goes wild for Sheeta. Sheeta making 6 figures, Mercedes making multiple 7 figures, and Sheeta's getting all the pop. Bad booking. Bad spending. If this fucking match going into All Out was Hayter versus Sheeta, the crowd would love it. But no, we got to put up with Mercedes because the money mark couldn't help himself. Facts. I don't watch AEW anymore, money, unless there's a match I really want to see. Fair enough. I think there's a large collection of people like that. If Ludwig Kaiser had Camille's shoulder, I wouldn't hate him so much. I don't love the idea of Camille being banned from ringside because she's new. And remember, Camille hasn't had a match. Does she have one match? We're in the back again. I thought that was a girl. I thought Jack Perry was a chick. Imagine Cornette in the booking for AEW KJ. It wouldn't work. It would just be fucking chaos. It would never work. There's too many people that don't want to listen. Again, the same reason why Punk got pushed out. I think the reason why Cody kind of got pushed out is anybody that wants to do wrestling in a more mainstream, viable, ticket-selling, merch-moving way, they don't want. No. Do you understand what Mox said? Because I don't. He has an issue, or he's interested in Darby Allin. I don't get it. And again, it was a waste of time. Same with Mercedes. Mercedes comes all the way out to the ring, cuts a shitty promo, goes all the way back. Filler. The back half of this show, nothing in this show's really popped. We had a decent match to start the show. Everything's been flat since. Sheeta is a heel as well. They seemingly have changed their mind, Damien. And if they keep using Sheeta like this, she's a babyface and she should be a champ, but you're not wrong. They recently pushed her heel. Now they're pushing her back babyface. Situational heels and baby faces don't work. Sheeta got the biggest reaction tonight. Ride that. Again, Tony Khan, take off the headphones. Listen to the fucking crowd. How many fucking packs of cigarettes does the Jackson smoke to get that voice? And that's coming from me. The fake deep voice. Here comes Daniel Bryan. I'm done for the night. Sheeta, you walk away with both belts. Fucking give them to her. She's over. Will Becky show up in AEW? No. God, no. I can't imagine. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. They find creative ways to make the crowd, even the in-building crowd, just quiet. Quiet. And this has been going on for like 5 segments now. Nobody really reacted much outside of Hayter and Sheeta in the last 40 minutes. The fuck are we doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on another commercial break. And again, I will remind everybody, make sure you get in that chat. Thanks to this awesome show, the numbers dipped down a little even in here. So everybody went to get a snack and go to the washroom. Fuckers. Good Jack Perry promo. It was okay. I don't totally hate what Jack Perry's doing. Again, it's just simple mistakes. What did Geekbox say? I think Mercedes needs an opponent that meets on her level, like a brush or the ring post. She's not good. Jungle Jack off, funny. Matt Jackson tries so hard to be cool. That's what it feels like with a lot of these motherfuckers. None of them are tough. None of them could fight. None of them would do anything if you ever bumped into them in a hallway or an alley. But I got to take them all seriously as dangerous men. It just doesn't work for me. I'm getting my shit ready for work tonight, listening to you. I'm fucking dying. AML, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm glad you're appreciating it. And again, folks, if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do so. Be a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you subscribe. We are growing. We want to get to 6K. We're going to get tattoos at 10K. Lots of shit going on here at the channel. We got more coming your way, and we got a busy September into November. So October, November. I heard what I said. But yeah, busy fall coming up, folks. And then before you know it, boom, WrestleMania season. Let's go. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sheeta is a really good wrestler. I rest my case, Your Honor. Facts. Win. Like, that's it. Sheeta's a good wrestler, and she's over. The people like her. But you're going to feed her. You're just going to feed her to somebody that doesn't deserve it. I didn't realize. Got that one. I agree with you on how Tony runs the AEW, but I also someone that doesn't want to crap up with someone else. If he wants to keep running the company his way and lose fans in the crowd. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Again, Jackie, as a fan, I can be critical. As a fan, I do the same thing with my favorite sports team. Trust me. Every year around spring, I have an absolute meltdown about the team I cheer for. It's the same thing everyone does. Armchair quarterbacks, that kind of idea. We are always critical of things we love in that sense. And that's what makes me so mad. I've dedicated every minute. And a lot of the AEW fans out there, and I've dealt with it a lot of like, oh, you hate AEW. I've been watching this from the beginning. I've been watching this from the press conferences before it was even a thing. I was into it. I hated WWE. Thank God for Tony Khan. But you're right. It's his money. It's his shit. And I think the biggest point of contention with it is he's presenting garbage, but telling you it's amazing. So you're feeding me shit and telling me it's ice cream. That's a problem. That's an issue for me as a fan. And I don't want to give up on the company, especially now doing this. But you got to do something. Like, everything seems so ass backwards. But again, if you have $1 billion daddy, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Tony Khan could book fucking zoo animals for the next fucking 3 weeks. It's his choice. It's his thing. But then don't have your people and your tribe go out on the internet and go on about how amazing this is. Watch, there will be guys that go live tonight. After this show, we'll talk about, oh, what a dynamite. What a dynamite. It's fucking awesome. My hand's still sticky from what a good show. That's the problem. But here comes Will Ospreay on a more positive note. I forgot to take that down. 94% got it right. The aerial assassin. Did they just talk about his winning record, 21-2? That's pretty funny. We haven't talked so much about records. Boop, 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 boop. What did Gwen Stefani do? Just Joe? Help me understand. KJ, where's Ricochet? It's happening again. I told you. He's not important. That's the question. But I've seen Jack Perry twice. I've seen the Bucks. I've seen Nyla Rose. I've seen Soraya. Where's Ricochet? Wasn't Ricochet a big deal? Where's my buddy Rio? I know my buddy Rio might be still kicking around. As a fan, we were all excited about Ricochet joining the company. Where is he? What's he doing? Who's he feuding with? What's his big first feud to make us feel like, oh shit, this is awesome? Where? But here comes the Blackpool Combat Club. I wonder, has anyone told Claudio and Yuta that Danielson and Moxley have quit? Do they even know? Is anyone going to address the fact that Moxley's starting another faction? Was there ever a breakup? Where was that payoff? Where was the Moxley turn on the BCC? Nope, just showed up one day like, I don't know them. I don't know you. The fuck are we doing? What I meant? Yeah, not much. What did Gwen Stefani do? I got that one already. Don't know any clue what she did. Shit's bananas. BNN. BNN. I fucked it up twice. Here comes Pac. He's ricocheted off AEW already. Yeah, he'll be on like Collision this week or Rampage. You know, fucking Ricochet versus Johnny Hungy. BANNN. Okay, I knew it was in there somewhere. I could kind of do it. Rampage for 5 minutes. Yeah. The fact that you debuted him in a match that he didn't win fucking blows my mind. But here comes the Bastard Combat Club, which I do like better. There's some NFL special on NBC. It's better than this garbage. Oh, wait. Thanks, AB. Just giving Meltzer excuses already. Well, there was an NFL special and nobody wanted to tune in. Yeah, fuck off. Ricochet's on Rampage. Is he? Was that confirmed? I just made that up. Shut the fuck up. No. Has that been announced? I'm trying to find it. That can't be fucking true. I gotta fucking tolerate yellow Chris Jericho looking like a fucking meth head, and I can't get Ricochet on this show. Come on. Should have AEW on YouTube and put this stream on TV instead. Would agree. I love you, Geekbox. I appreciate that. KJ, I hear Ricochet is flipping off tables in catering. Dustin made the best dust spice chicken. I like it. I like it. Fucking jokes. Really? Like, again, listen, if you pay attention to the online stuff as much as we do here, you see the excitement. Like, I feel bad for the hardcore AEW fans because they got to eat chicken shit and tell everybody it's chicken salad. More than anybody else, they get fucked. They don't realize they're getting fucked or they really enjoy it, but they are the ones taking the shaft more than anybody. If you're a diehard fan of AEW and you're like, oh my God, Ricochet's coming, we're going to fucking kill it. And then it's irrelevant. Again, look at the difference between Ricochet's debut in AEW and Julia's debut in NXT. Who feels like a more important star to the company? I'll wait. Charlotte is awful, in my opinion. I've never been a fan. That's fair enough, but you might not like her, but there's not many athletes in the women's division that can hang with Charlotte. Charlotte's big, aggressive, athletic. Yeah, she's one of the best heels and one of the best female wrestlers ever. Sorry, Damien. I know you might not. I think you're thinking with not your heart or your brain on this one. Pac versus Ricochet. That'd be awesome. Let's go. When? Yuta gotta have a belt. Everybody's gotta have a belt. How many belts have we seen on this show tonight? We saw both women's tag titles. We saw a New Japan belt. We saw the tag titles, the TNT title. We saw the FTW title. We saw the International, Continental, Trios. How many belts have we seen on this show tonight in 2 hours? Maybe AEW will sign Odyssey. Nah. And everybody goes nuts as Ospreay gets the tag. Instantly into holy shit chants. Moxley versus BCC aren't talking for a while. Moxley just left. Yeah, again. It just happened. You have a chance to tell a story. Moxley's fed up. He's going out on his own. And then, they break up. Nothing. They're in the same building and they don't even acknowledge. Nobody even mentions, you're a former member of the BCC. No, it never happened. But here they go. I wish they would have stayed away from each other. They're going to do this on Saturday. You'd have got a belt. Yeah, Lucha Bros are gone, probably waiting out their contract. Yeah, that one's sticky. And Ray Phoenix is the big issue there. The Lucha Bros want to come over together, and Ray, due to injury, might have dates added. If I was Tony Khan, just let him go. Don't hold the guy against his will. If he wants to leave, let him leave. Then again, he's contractually obligated. So if you want to be a dick, be a dick. But if it comes out that Tony Khan's holding him back, I want all the AEW tribalists to shut the fuck up about WWE and what they do. Because that is, again, more Tony Khan is more like Vince McMahon than Triple H is. Period. I knew this would happen. It's heartbreaking, man. Because you bring in a guy that really could sell tickets. You bring in a guy that really could sell merch. You bring in a guy that I want to watch on TV. And he's not there. Not there. Yeah, oh, well, KJ, they gave him a match against... They don't have to give him a match. Who is Ricochet fighting? Who is he mad at? Who is Ricochet fighting at All Out? Oh, wait. Why are you instantaneously not billing that? Holy fuck. Ricochet. And to be honest, what you did in the All In, shouldn't have done it. If he wasn't going to win it, don't put him in it. That's my opinion. Right? If he goes into that gauntlet and wins it, great. But if he's not going to win, you save him. And even if you wanted to sell it, he shows up at All In, doesn't do anything, but he's going to have his first match at All Out. And even if it was Ricochet Kyle Fletcher at All Out, I'd take that over anything that you're giving us on the lower end. I'd take that over that fucking trios match you give us at All In. I'd take that over Jericho any day of the fucking week. Just be smart about it, Tony. But time after time after time, they sign this talent. And yeah, it's great to say, oh, I have the best roster in the world. Wonderful. Fucking use it. Just use it. No, but I got Jack Perry fighting Bryan Danielson. Why? Fucking dumb. It's dumb. Don't know what that is. Damn, this show moving slower as molasses. This is fucking bad. Monday night's a 3-hour show. Felt way faster than this shit. The back after that match with Fletcher and Okada, nothing has tickled my bell yet. Good start to this main event. I guess it's the main event. I was just saying it would be funny. I'm not sure. The Brotato chip. What is that? Brotato chip. The fuck's a Brotato chip? It goes faster when you do it. Yeah, facts. Don't Team OC win for the win? I didn't fucking read that. 74% going Team Ospreay. Makes sense. I'm going to go Team Pac just because Pac wins tonight, loses on Saturday. Sup? I just came back from one of the fair. Okay. KJ is triggered. I'm fucking annoyed. Been sitting here for 2 hours. I feel like 2 days. I want to go visit my vitamins. They're wearing off. OC's another guy. Booked week in and week out for 5 years. Give him a breath. Give him a breath. Let him come back and he's been doing the exact same shit for 5 years. Big uppercut from Claudio. Man, again, you got Claudio could be doing more, doing better. Claudio could be fighting in a better match, a bigger match, not this trios. Orange Cassidy fighting with Pac on the top. Team Ospreay for the win. Technically, there was a turn between Sting and Kurt in the main event Mafia, which led to an empty arena match. Okay. Context on that one, Ronan. I agree, that did happen. Not sure who you're replying to. I've never seen so many trios matches. Fuck. And again, it's not like you're building your trios division, Romanowski. It's like mixed singles and trios matches. Like, there is no legit trios. There's only a trios division because the pussy Bucks didn't want to fucking go under FTR. So they ran away from the tag team division and then abandoned the trios division and fucked two divisions all in once. Let me know. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm wrong. Claudio is getting wasted. He was so much better, so much talent to be in the club, go out on his own. I agree with you. Claudio's got a shit ton of talent. He's a really good worker. As he's about to throw Yuta! Frog splash! More of a lawn dart. 2 count. O'Reilly breaks it up. Bring back Takeshita. Takeshita came back tonight, though. I don't think we're going to see him again. Mega, I'm with you. Breaking news, Ricochet is getting repackaged as Buzz Lightyear. Facts. I'm with you. I think Tony, I'm guessing, only doing Brian versus Perry because it's Chicago and it's Tony Khan. Jackie. That's a really good point. I see that. It's just unfortunate because Jack Perry's not a needle mover. Nobody is sitting on the couch going, I got to get to that Jack Perry match. It's fucked. Throw Yuta from the train. That's funny money. Let's see. Wrestling with Savage back in the house. Been a hot minute. Pac is a future world champion, which is why they're showcasing like this and giving him his own entrance their way. Make him feel important. From what I've heard, he will be at least four different. I like Pac a lot. I think he could be a former world champion. Again, maybe highlighting him, but he's still a singles competitor, so they're not really. It's a makeshift trio, so I have no problem with the separate entrance. And maybe you're replying to somebody else, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, Pac just arbitrarily got bumped from All Out or All In. It's fucking brutal. Big corkscrew kick. But again, you say that about Pac. We've been waiting for years for Pac to get a push. Pac's been in and out, visa troubles, injuries. I hope they use the fuck out of Pac. Pac is one of the guys on a long list of people that are being underutilized. So if they're going to do it, do it. But I felt bad for the man. He had to do a promo where he explained to the world, yeah, I got kicked off all in, but I'll see it all out. That's fucking bad booking. Yeah. KJ, would you rather have a penguin or a koala as a pet? Must pick one. Unbroken. Is the wrestling that exciting? I think I'm going to go a penguin. I live in a cold country and koalas have herpes. It's true. Or no. It's they got STDs. They're gross. Claudio should have been champ a long time ago. Claudio should have had a solid, a TNT title instead of like a guy like Jack Perry. Claudio's got more clout, more understanding, more opportunity to have a better match. Jack Perry isn't selling fucking tickets to anybody, guys. Is this the main event? Yes, this is the main event of what has been a very fucking lackluster show. Swerve Hangman have a contract signing. Oh, that's after the main event. I forgot about that. That's where we burn the house down. Burn it down. Oh, wait, that's someone else's gimmick. Shit. I hope it happens, especially if it's in the main event. 4 hours of AEW on Friday. Yes, we will be here live for 4 hours of AEW. The good news is half of that is, with SmackDown. Very interesting night on Friday. We will be here live for all of it, folks. Do not miss out. Should be fun. Again, we just did last Friday. We did 4 shows in one stream. That's right, 4. You find me another podcaster's pulling that off. I'm serious, and I don't call me Shirley. Classic. Who's your favorite football team? Last year it was the Niners. This year it's going to be the Bills. I'm going for the Bills. No, I grew up. I was a really big Ravens fan for a long time. I was a big fan of the Ray Lewis days of Baltimore. Kind of sold me on being a Baltimore fan over the years. Have you ever had contact with hashtag BC Amplified for our stream? I don't even know what that means, Kevin. Have you ever been at contact with? What is that? Anyway, we'll come back. Countdown to All Out after Rampage. Yeah, that's not a fucking thing that we're watching. That's a lot. NFL's finally back tomorrow. We should at least 4 new champions in the next year between Darby, Perry, Pac, and Will. I have a feeling that I still think that Darby's going to win this. I think Darby's a lock. Perry as a champ, as a world champ. So you imagine the posters of individual companies. TNA, we'll start there. You know, you got a guy like Nick Nemeth or formerly Moose or a Josh Alexander on the poster, champion. WWE, Cody Rhodes, right? Gunther. AEW, Jack Perry. Jack Perry should never be world champion. Jack Perry's never going to draw anything. The idea that Jack Perry might, like Jack Perry is a TNT champion's a stretch for my money, but Jack Perry can't cut a promo. Even though they got better as a heel. Back to the action. Big tope by Yuta. Big knee by Kyle. But yeah, Perry winning is terrible. Pac, fine. Will, 100%. Will Ospreay up and over. Down on Pac. Surely you're not serious. KJ, are you going to buy NBA 2K25? Probably not. I'll be 100% honest with you, Eric. I don't have time for any of the 2Ks. I'm at this point in my life, between responsibilities and actual life and then trying to keep up with this shit, I haven't played a video game in a hot fucking minute, sir. I miss it. It's nice when I get together with the boys and we play a little, but I barely get to play shit, so it's not worth my money. Spending too much time with y'all to have fun on my own. Big kick by Ospreay. I give you credit. I don't want nothing to do with 5 live streams a week. LOL, not watching Rampage or Collision live. It's what we do, man. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. We do it on a bigger, better level than everybody else. And all due respect to all, we just do it at a different level. We watch it all. Last week was 4 shows. This week's at least 3. We're here for New Japan's at 3 in the morning. We're here bright and early for brunch with the boys and breakfast with the boys. We just, it's in the moniker. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else, and we got to live up to it, and that's what we do. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the credit. I think Luis Perez has played in the NFL a double AAF. Yeah, we'll get back to the main event. Claudio wobbled. Setting up a beach break. Down it goes. And Orange Cassidy was almost too small to do the beach break to Claudio. Hilarious. Claudio had to latch on himself because he couldn't reach him. Ram fans live in vans down by the river. The Bears. The Bears. I think the Bears are going to have a really good fucking season. All right, I'm only cheering for Buffalo because I drafted Nick's favorite quarterback. Orange Jacket Guy is my favorite AEW character. It's pretty good. NXT Punk will beat AEW when they start on CW. AEW will beat NXT Punk will beat AEW when they start on CW Network. Yeah. I mean, again, and I understand, like, that's going to be an anomaly. It's, you know, brand new. Punk's going to be there. They're going to do a good number. They really are. I'll be shocked if they didn't. Again, it is what it is. I mean, the rating, the argument about ratings is almost moot at this point. It's almost silly. Like, I mean, again, like, it's not even the same thing. Like, AEW is hoping to get back to 900,000. They're lucky to hit 700,000 now, but nobody seems to think that's a problem. O'Reilly locking on to Claudio. Claudio turning red. Claudio's so good. Do we have to? Can't we talk about something else? We're picking. Listen, this chat always lets you know how the show is going. If we start talking about pizza and movies and stupid shit, the wrestling's not doing its job. And we've seen it before. We'll see it again, not just tonight, but in other companies. Yeah. Do we have got that one? Let's go, Buffalo. Keep telling my brother, if you ever in NYC, hit me up for dinner. I got you. I respect the grind, and it's a pleasure to see your channel grow to what it is. Well, I appreciate that, Savage. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. And again, we always appreciate when you stop by. But no, we appreciate the love. We really do. Danny. Caitlin Clark, triple-double playoffs. Again, now we're down to the WNBA. Like, what the fuck is happening? We're in the main event of Dynamite. People are talking about everything and everything else. And Gladio gets the pin. Why would you not have Pac at the pin? And here comes Danielson to go see his friend. So Danielson's still with the BCC. I may have spoke too soon. We're not sure. It's a loose affiliation. Pac and Ospreay fought off. Fair enough. And Jack Perry and the Bucks are here. Oh, the Elite Okada's here too. All right. Send Takeshita back out. Where's Takeshita? Takeshita wants to fight Okada. Send him out. This actually helps Jack Perry. I know I've been bitching a lot for the last 25, 35, 45, 55 minutes maybe. But this actually helps Jack Perry. Claudio tackles. And they fucked it up. I almost got a compliment out. Oh, they fucked it up. It's so fucking dumb. And they yank him out. That's so fucking dumb. Thank you, Kevin. We just shoot from the hip. Unscripted, unfiltered, uncensored, unorganized some days. They fucked it up. So fucking dumb. They had it right there. I say this all the fucking time. Tony Khan has all the ingredients to make the recipe work, and he just doesn't know how to cook. The Elite jumping Danielson and making it so that they are making it in their best interest to help Jack Perry win. If they were able in that moment to deck Danielson and lay Danielson out and make Jack Perry and his friends look like a legitimate threat to the title, job well done. Go home, easy peasy. No, we get a match, a jumping, and now a fucking promo. And the bad guys look like complete pussies because they are. Fuck. It's so funny. I was mid-compliment, and they had to fuck it up. And now the promo continues. Like, this is fucking crazy. And you know what comes next? A fucking contract signing. So save the promo. Like, fuck the promo. We don't need this right now. We don't need Claudio and Danielson with a mic. Claudio, Danielson, and Yuta should have got laid the fuck out. Fucking dumb. There you go. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Sean Combs. Depends. Random as fuck, Unbroken, but I'll accept that. I don't even know why I read it. That yellow suit is way too much. I could pull it off, though. Listen, if you think I'm wrong, guys, let me know. But it's like they don't know how to get heat. If they fucking lay out Danielson and Ospreay and Pac are in the back, gouge to the eyes, big kick. All right, at least this is fun. I wanted Pac to get the pin to look good. Beating him up back in the stage works well, so I'll give you points on that. I really hope they don't fuck this up too. Big drop on the boxes. Christopher Daniels telling him to get away. Pac is so good. I think Savage talked about Pac getting a title. Not wrong, guys. Pac is so good. Pac. What do you guys say? What a boring show. Good night, KJ and chat. See you tomorrow for Nick's facial expressions. Jose, thank you. Thank you. More Afterbirth. Again, it's just not fucking thinking right. What are you going to end the show with tonight? We're going to do a contract signing. So everything leading up to that contract signing should be action, because we're going to get the fans to stop and listen for a second. So the fact that you did that, a long match, and then all this extra stuff, you're not doing yourself any favors. Simple. Jack Perry, the Bucks, lay him out. Now remember, earlier tonight, Takeshita ran out, wants to fight Okada. Why didn't he come back out? It doesn't make sense. They are not making sense. They continue to not connect dots. More breaking news. All-Star 8-man. Why do you got to call it an All-Star 8-man? Well, just call it an 8-man. You just had an All-Star 8-man last week. So the BCC against the Elite on Collision on Friday. All right. See how they fucked that up. What may be one of the most violent matches we ever witnessed. Boring. The Bucks couldn't face anyone else. Are the Bucks defending their titles at All Out? I don't think so. Yep. Here comes Swerve Nana. Whose house? Listen, if I was writing this show, Adam, like you said earlier in the chat, Adam Page does not show up to the contract signing. He pops up on the screen, and the house is ablaze, all fucking 8 Mile style. Look at the crowd right now. So the cameraman shows the crowd. 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3. Looking like Tozawa. The whole crowd should be on their feet, fucking losing their mind for Nana. The booking is hindering the athletes. Cubs just picked. Oh, nice. The Bucks couldn't face anyone else. I don't fucking know what they're doing. All Out is looking horrible lineup. It feels like an assignment that is due tomorrow, and Khan pulled it together. That's the issue with the matches being, or sorry, the pay-per-views being like a couple weeks apart, Lisa. But part of I think on paper I'm okay. Like, I don't think on paper it looks horrible, and this is why. Like, I'm giving credit where it's due. I think Danielson's going to get a really good match. I think people are going to be surprised by Danielson Jack Perry. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But for all the people that think all I do is shit on AEW, I'm optimistic for Danielson and Perry. I think Danielson's going to make the best of this. As here comes Hangman Page. I'm waiting to see. I stopped my point because don't come out. Don't come out. He's not coming out. What are the odds, though? No Page. Let's go! Burn it! Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No Hangman, no Hangman. The commentary is just fucking rambling about nothing like we are. And then Taz is like, oh, hey, where's Hangman? Fucking terrible commentary team in addition to everything else. No Hangman, so we'll try again. Yo, they're going to burn that motherfucker's house down. They should have done the house segment last week, though. But we're good. I like it. I'm good. 100%. The funny part is Nick right now is sitting at home in pajamas. Nope. Great. Claudio and Yuta going after tag belts, but they're the fucking trios champions. Like, fuck, what are we doing? Here we go. We're at the house. Let's fucking go. Predictable, but awesome. Shut up. That's stupid. You know what? I love that. You expect me to sign a contract? We already know I'm going to show up and do it. I don't need to sign the fucking contract. It's going to happen. However, nice house. Ooh. Why did I click on that one twice? Should be smooth signing, no tables destroyed. No, we're going to get some destruction. I like this. I actually fucking like this. My own, like I said, hypercritical. Do the house thing like last week, and then maybe have them talk about it in a promo. To do it like that night, and then like 2 hours later, burn the house down. And you're like, little bit pop-up book writing, but I'm okay. I give them all the marks for getting where we are. You do the music, no page. The commentary team needs to take their heads out of their fucking asses. They are just sitting there rambling like a fucking gaggle of fucking crows. Just fucking, what are you talking about? Talk about what's fucking happening on the show. Should be a smooth sign. Got that one. Not the house. Yeah, the house we just found about. Good night. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Good call. Swerve losing his mind. It's genius, though, because I legitimately believe he bought the house. Now he wants to renovate. Burn it the fuck down. I got to rebuild it anyway. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. I wouldn't go that far, but I just have to give her credit for what she has done. Sometimes people get fixated on the past, and you got to look at what's happening in front of you now. A choice between vengeance and peace. Taking a little long? This is good, though. This is good. See, there's something with Paige, man. And Swerve and Paige has been the best rivalry in this company. And man, listen, I'm sorry, but I'd rather see Paige Swerve for the titles in a steel cage than Danielson against fucking Jack Perry. Am I wrong about that, guys? Is that a selfie stick? Who, me or him? He sits on a chair. This is amazing. The visual. They moved. Swerve bought the house. That's Swerve's house. Or they're fucking in the basement tied up. I don't fucking know. Feud of the year with Punk and Drew. It's AEW's best feud. I think it's really close. It's been a little bit fragmented. And again, You could do a little bit of a better job. Again, yeah, I think this is good. I just want more of it and done well. Thank you for the super chat, Paul. We appreciate it, sir. Swerves carries page round 17. What? Carries page round 17. I hoped. Is that wrong? I did call it. The minute they showed the fucking house, I was like, this is way too good. You get to say goodbye to Swerve's house. The imagery of this is phenomenal. Oh, wait a minute. Him just sitting there with the fire going around him is intense. That's awesome. That visual of Hangman sitting on the chair, drinking his drink with the house ablaze. Whoever called him burning. Yeah, I think a couple of us did. Yeah. The minute they showed Swerve with that house, I was like, it's fucked. It's like Randy Orton, Wyatt vibes, man. What are they chanting? Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of AEW Dynamite tonight. As we go off the air, Swerve's house is literally burning down. What a wicked end to a fucking awful show. Congratulations, AEW. That was pretty good. Pretty good rivalry with these two. Not showing up for the contract signing. Even the attitude. Why would I show up to a contract signing? We're all know we're going to fight. All right, that makes sense. I'm good with that. Good acting by Swerve. Swerve selling the whole time. Absolutely. You need the good guy. You need the person who's getting screwed to sell it. He's got the gasoline. Gasolina. Say goodbye to Swerve's house. Great tagline. Beautiful. Tagged it hard. I like it. Looks like a green screen. I don't think it was, but maybe I could be wrong if I'm a complete donkey. I don't know if it was. Adam Page, Badass House on fire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your ratings out of 10 in the chat tonight. Let me know how you felt about this show. Like I said, there was a lot of fucking nothing. It was predictable. You're allowed, as long as you get there in a good way, I'm okay with it. It was a little predictable if you're reading the tea leaves, but good stories do foreshadow the future. Like I said, I might have done the house unveiling last week and burn it down this week. Maybe. But that's hypercritical. The fact that he burned it down, good for me. That's the only good thing about tonight's show. That the Fletcher Okada match, pretty good. Not bad. A nice 3-star, kind of 3.5-star match. And then everything else sucked. Maybe I'm missing something in there that I liked. But even when I was trying to compliment the Elite, they fucked it up. And I still can't get over that. Yeah, you did. I did. So this man just going to commit arson on us? Yes, fuck it. That's the fun part of wrestling, right? Think about it, MDB. I don't mind the arson. We've seen assaults. We've seen cars blown up. We've seen monster trucks and milk trucks and guns. Oh, shit, Pillman's got a gun. Or, like, that's the shit. Like, I don't care. We saw, stretch my imagination. Have fun with it. I don't give a fuck. That's entertainment. And that's where AEW kind of gets himself in a pickle, because they say we're about the wrestling, not the story. Well, you just told it. You're telling a story, right? 3 out of 10 from Eric. Would Page be charged with arson? Technically, in real life. Sorry, I'm just turning this shit down. What the fuck happened to the family house? All right, ladies and gentlemen, get those ratings in. Let me know. I don't even think I took the poll down, but maybe I did. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, Kevin. Kevin, feeling good on all the vitamins. 5.5 from Chair. Great ending, 100%. What a banger. That was a banger. What was a banger? The main event or the fire? The fire might have been a banger. 10 out of 10. 3 out of 10. That seems more reasonable. 4 out of 10. Chair, 5.5. 5.5. Gave off Triple H home invasion and Randy burning down. Yeah, exactly. Again, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. It felt like Paige feels authentically pissed off with Swerve. Swerve feels authentically fucking just fed up with Paige. These two guys feel like they legitimately want to murder each other. And I'm all for it. That's the realism that you got to tap into. That's where when somebody burns a house down, you're not like, that's stupid. Or when Swerve shows up at Darby's house or Nick Wayne's house, you're like, that's kind of dumb. But when you do it right, it works. It works. Well, now we're being a little too literal. 5 out of 10, 2.5 out of 10. Anthony not feeling it at all. I'm sorry, but the visual of Hangman sitting down while the house burns is awesome symbolism for what is actually happening in AEW. I'm going to take a picture of that and I'm going to put TK's face on it. And then, we might be able to make that happen. That's funny as shit. That was really funny. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was great, though. And you're right. Absolutely, Keebler. But as far as this storyline goes and Swerve's house being his moniker, awesome symbolism. I'm a big fan of symbolism. 2.25 knee pads out of 10, 3 out of 10. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something real quick. But would Paige be charged? Yes, in real life. Again, it's a show, folks. That was 5 minutes of overrun wasted. The 5-minute overrun was the only good part of the fucking show. How do you mean they wasted it? It was the only good part. It was the only good part. That's crazy that you think that was the wasted part. 4 out of 10. That was TK's trap house. Fuck. Swerve is single now. Should thank Hangman. 6.5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. It's just a random house they were allowed to burn. Yes, guys. If you guys want to take all the fun out of it, but let's say it wasn't, and he burned down Swerve's childhood home. That's good storytelling. Don't ruin it with real shit. Don't burn down houses. That's how Undertaker's. Joe, that's funny. 5 out of 10 for me. Definitely a green screen. Maybe. I hope it wasn't, but it could be. 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. If it was a green screen, they did a good job. And I loved the visual. Like, I actually had when he first said it, I was like, fuck, Paige is sitting way too close to this. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. 7 out of 10 from Cream. Little high, but that's okay. That's okay. 6 out of 10. The crowd was chanting, "This is arson." AEW fans are 4 out of 10. Only for the chat. The show was Bash at the Beach 2000. Justin, we appreciate it. Remember, folks, the wrestling might suck. We never do. Ever. The whole show sucked, but the ending was on point. Just like everything else WWE does. Liv and Dom, the Bloodline, Punk and Drew. Fair enough. 5.5 AEW. You make a solid point, KJ. I try. Once in a while. Does Swerve burn Hangman down? No, Swerve. Hangman wakes up in his bed next week with the head. Like when we go to Collision on Friday, Swerve wakes up with the head of a horse. Hangman wakes up with the head of a horse next to him in the bed. Revenge, bitch. An arsonist doesn't make TK fear for his life. Nope. Didn't try and set TK on fire. We already saw with Jack Perry. He encouraged the arson with Jack Perry and Darby. He knew Darby had a flamethrower. He didn't give a fuck. Apparently, choking worse than burning. 4, 9. Oh, come on, golfer. I know you like to be a heel, but 9.17. Jesus Christ. I feel like Mr. Golfer's Chris Jericho voting for the show. Show was okay, 6 out of 10. Ending 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10. KJ is excited. They gave a little story. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. It got more over than all the bullshit fucking shit you did before. Wrestling for Life Network gets it 9 out of 10. 9? What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. Gasoline is way too expensive. 9.5 out of 10. Code hater. That is a crazy rating. That is a crazy rating. That was almost a perfect show. Whoo! See, this is what we got to figure out. How do you get to a 9.5? What happened on this show that was great? You can't give it a 9.5 because of the last 5 minutes. Not even the last 5 minutes. The run over. The trios main event wasn't great. Sloppy, all over the place, but not bad, not boring. The opening match was fucking decent. The opening segment was all right. Moxley promo sucked. Tonight, again, the more they write, the more they fuck it up. I didn't love what they did here tonight. Sasha was boring as fuck as always. What else? Sheeta was over as shit. They get points for Sheeta tonight. I love Sheeta. 10 out of 10. Money's here. There you go. Yeah, we haven't seen money in a hot minute. I didn't even acknowledge that. 0 out of 10. No Trish. You should give us like a 2 out of 10 for Sheeta being awesome. Swerve revived Hangman's career in AEW. Swerve's been a big part of it. And again, Hangman, there's something there with Hangman. He's not a complete write-off. This episode of Modern Family so far has been better than AEW. Did the episode of Modern Family start with a burned down house? That'd be even better. 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make last call in the chat. Get your final thoughts in. For my money tonight is a 4.5. They failed tonight. This is a go-home show for All Out. Nothing happened tonight outside of Swerve and maybe Sheeta a little bit, but we're all excited about Sheeta. Sheeta's going to lose. 4.5. I would have given it better, like a 5.5 perhaps, if the Elite had kicked the shit out of Danielson. It's the go-home show. Danielson, they should have laid waste to the BCC. And the idea that the BCC, like Claudio and Yuta, who just won trios titles with Pac, are now going to go after tag titles? You don't have a tag team to use? Fuck me. Come on now. But yeah, 4.5. They failed tonight. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You might have a fucking digital card and you roll up and tell everybody how great it was. Fine. Do you, boo-boo. 7.5 is too high. But again, if you liked it more than I did, that you're allowed. There was just way too many flaws, way too many moments missed. There's way too much shit on the show I don't care about, that I'm not excited about. Jamie Hayter, I love Jamie Hayter. Her match did what it needed to do, I guess. Mariah May, Nyla Rose. Okay, whatever. Again, a competitive match for your new champion made no sense. Too many flaws. 8, Logan. Fair enough. 6.5. I want to know what I missed. I'd go highest I would go on the show ever, maybe a 6. It was really fucking boring. About an hour and a half. 90 minutes of that show was fucking boring. The cookies were burned to begin with. Back 6 out of 10. 8.2 MJF and Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher and Okada kept the performance good. The Elite sucked. Joshua, that's fair. 8.2 is a little too rich for me. It's almost double what I thought. Fletcher's awesome. The opening with MJF Danny wasn't bad, went a little long. That's it. And I'm predicting Danny Garcia. I'm going to give you guys a spoiler for tomorrow. Danny Garcia is going to beat MJF. Wrestling for Life at 10. There you go. I got my point. KJ White and Big Nick and Anthony. Kevin gives Wrestling for Life 5 stars. 5 stars. Well, don't forget, Meltzer now uses 12 stars or whatever the fuck his new system is. So we appreciate it. The only good part of the show was the Modern Family. 8's too high, Logan. Think again. 1.5 out of 10. That's a little too low, but that's fair if you didn't like anything. 5.5. That's fair. I like that. Respectively, got to disagree. The overrun could have been better. Enjoy the streams. Hashtag friendly disagreement. That's fine. That's fine. Which is ironic because usually I'm insulting AEW and people disagree with me. I actually complimented them and someone disagreed with me. So no, that's okay. If you thought it could have been a little bit better, I'm with you. Maybe I'm just happy. Like, I'm dying of thirst and they gave me a little bit of water, right? I'm starving and I got a saltine. Fucking excellent. Plot twist was it Swerve? It was not Swerve's house. It was Brian's. KJ, no pop for Swerve and Nana. No, but I told you why, Danny. The reason why Swerve's not getting, they got some reaction, and they showed the crowd, which blows my mind, because if it wasn't working, why would you show the crowd? They show the crowd, and 3 or 4 people are, the entrance for Swerve should feel like Jey Uso's entrance. That entire crowd should be on their feet, losing their fucking mind, swerving so hard they're swerving into people next to them. But because you play this tweener thing, the fans are like, I don't know. I don't know. You have to have a home team. 5 out of 10. That's fair. I should have watched the edited version of Blazing Saddles. Still, one of the classic. Better than this show. Something was ablazing. Wrestling for Life over everyone. MDB, love it. Appreciate you, sir. Jamie Hayter, good. I lost connection at Mercedes segment, and it was good to see Sheeta get a push. Sheeta getting all that love. And again, the message tonight to Tony Khan is, dear Tony Khan, listen to your fans. Listen to the buzz in the building. Stop paying Mercedes what you're paying her to do nothing and draw nothing. Pay Sheeta. Give Sheeta what she deserves. Give Sheeta the belt back. At least the crowd's reacting. Agree to disagree. I don't know. That's almost a bit impossible to agree to disagree, but I get you. Could not book his way out of a wet paper bag. Nope. This was the best cracker I've ever had. Is it Ritz? Is it saltine? MDB gets me, man. I appreciate you, sir. Still one of the best things that was ever put on film. So saltine is fucking the pussy trap. Mercedes promo was blazing. David, come on. I think you're just trying to get me going. And it's too late in the show to start me up again. Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, Mercedes promo went up in flames, just like Swerve's house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tap out tonight. I'm gonna call it a night. We are back tomorrow, as you can see on the screen, 8 p.m. Now that I made a correction, 8 p.m. All Out preview. Nick, Anthony, and I are gonna find lots to talk about, lots to argue about, and lots to get into setting up our previews and our predictions for Saturday, Friday, the mega stream. We got more wrestling than you're going to shake a stick at. We're working on some more things. We got more stuff coming your way, more surprises, and something we got planned, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are still kicking. We're working on something that might look a little bit like this, and not going to tell you when yet or what's up, but we might have something up our sleeve to have a little bit of fun with everybody. So, with all that being said, go get your Fuck Meltzer t-shirts. Go get them. Support 2 causes. Be a part of all the fun. Like, share, subscribe. Click all the links below. Follow us on Discord. I can't believe I'm still talking. 5 out of 10. Fair enough. All right. I'm out. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Wrestling for Life Network. On behalf of Big Nick, Ringside Anthony, and myself, KJ White, we will see you on the flip side. Have a good night.